Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Awesomecast, episode 63. I am your host, Brennan the Awesome. Here are my co-hosts, ArachnidYouth, JohnGetsGaming, and Wolfscar. And IronInquisitor will be joining us in a bit, as has now become tradition at this point. How's everybody's week been?
It's been all right.
My week's been interesting.
Not bad. Spider-filled.
Very spider-filled. We will be having a very spider-heavy centric stream.
He's about us.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, very interesting. There was a web shooters, what I dubbed the web shooter wars, happened earlier this week on Twitter. An argument over whether or not organic web shooters or mechanical web shooters are better. I sided with mechanical. Arachnid sided with organic, so now we are no longer best friends. I am kidding.
Yep, it's official. Me and Brandon are no longer friends forever.
We are bitter enemies
right now.
Well, you could just have both. Just because Spider-Man is retarded in the new movie and doesn't realize he can literally just move his web shooter like slightly down and use both. Doesn't mean we all have to be that way.
You could literally just rebuild the web shooters to accommodate for the organic webbing.
I don't get why. I don't get how or why though. That just feels like extra
control it better because from what I've seen, in the movie, at least at first, he has a hard time controlling it.
Well, that goes with like all of his new stuff in the movie, though.
Well, when you suddenly start firing sticky man fluid out of your arms, it takes a while to get it under control.
I'm sorry,
I've actually been reading like the novelizations of the first Raimi movie, and it goes a lot more in depth with Peter's reaction to his powers, and you even learn a couple of things in the background. Because I know in the movies they weren't really allowed to like have other superheroes aside from like a stray mention of Doctor Strange in the second, but they talk about Captain America.
I remember, I read that they actually had Namor make a cameo. He's the guy who goes eBay.
Well, hang on, Brandon, you said it wrong. It's actually pronounced Namor, as they say in Black Panther 2.
But it has fun fact. Remember the fight with Bonesaw?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, in the book, Uncle Ben actually watched it on TV.
Oh, that is awesome. Wait, how could he if he drove Peter there?
Well, he went home afterwards. He wasn't just sitting there. Oh,
okay.
He's like, Peter, did you fight Macho Man Randy Savage?
No, they didn't know it was Peter because he had like the whole get up on. They thought it was kind of funny, but like they were pretty shocked when they saw him win because they thought it was like some scrawny kid.
The human spider.
But they have like
a little masked Marvel.
But yeah, they went a bit more depth into Peter's reaction to his powers, especially when it came to the organic weapon. He's like, "Oh, thank God, I'm not shooting it out of my ass."
But did they still have the homophobic joke in the novelization? It's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it for you?
Fuck, I don't think they do, but they do extend his back and forth with Bonesaw.
Captain Ninja, welcome to the stream. Jedi Prime, welcome to the stream. W intro. Yes, I am very, very proud of the new intro I pieced together a while ago. Very proud of it.
Wait, is it new or was it a while ago?
Wait, how new is new?
Damn it, I can't keep track. I think it was around the 30s, 40 episode marks that I started using that one. Spider-Man is on a shoestring budget and always pressed for cash, and yet somehow he can afford web shooters and web fluid despite bearing living paycheck to paycheck. Well, he doesn't have to replace the web shooters all the time.
Unless they get busted.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen too often. And with the web fluid, it's like, yeah, that does get pricey because he's got to keep buying the chemicals, but cartridges can last him a while if he's not wasting it.
It's real boring, and you never feel the squeeze whenever you give him solve all AI and 3D printers that just make everything he wants. We made this last movie really get him down in the dumps, but then we instantly make him even more powerful than ever at the start of the next movie.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so a little preface for some of the new bullshit we're going to be getting into. Discussing film. The next Pirates of the Caribbean movie will reportedly focus on the main character, played by Margot Robbie. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow would be a side character in the film.
A lot of people complaining about Depp coming back because, well, for one, the whole Amber Heard trial, which, you know, it's been 4 fucking years if you haven't watched it, and learned that Johnny was pretty much proven
A victim of
mostly innocent.
abuse.
Yeah, innocent of abuse. And even then, when it came to payouts, he had to pay Amber much less than she had to pay him.
Huh.
Not to mention, like, all the shit that was exposed about Amber.
I can't-
but
Yeah, I saw you ranting about Amber people like earlier this week.
It just
On,
started from one tweet, then all of a sudden, I just get fucking dogpiled by Amber Heard stan accounts. Like, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
I didn't know
surprised
those
I'm
still
surprised
existed
there's-
this year.
I'm surprised there's still
time
any.
I've gone viral. That's the 4th time I've gone viral on Twitter. But at least in this case, I muted that post because it was just so many of them.
Yeah, but there is so much wrong with this. Margot Robbie playing the main character and Johnny Depp being a side character. And if people are going to complain, keep in mind, Johnny Depp is the reason most people remember these movies.
For sure.
That is true.
I've got a job done. I've got a job done.
And guess what's inside it?
You and I knew. Us.
Why is the rum gone?
I love at the end of the first one whenever he's Elizabeth. I'm sorry, it would have never worked out between us, darling. He splits.
One of my other favorites is, you lied to me, everyone. Yeah, pretty much. He just congrats for
God.
almost 600 subscribers, Brandon. Yeah, my channel kind of stagnated in subs, but for some reason I'm starting to climb back up, baby. The word's getting spread. More people are becoming awesome every day.
To be honest, I'm surprised Johnny Depp is coming back at all.
Yeah, because that was the second thing. He did say, like, there would be basically nothing that would convince him to come back to work for Disney.
Money.
But, you know, money.
Money
I think
talks.
I commented on one thing. I'm like, Johnny, you should make them. You guys ever see The Simpsons where whenever there's returning employees, they have to crawl through this little short door so that he can say, "Look who's come crawling back."
Yes.
Like that
I've
should
seen
be that should be Johnny Depp with the Disney executives. He's like, "Sure, I'll work for you again. You need to grovel publicly and come and kiss my feet, and then
Crawl-
give me a Brinks truck of money."
Crawl through this
Well, it's
tiny
also
hole.
also if you try and make a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp, it's not going to do well. Just like Amber, they shit the bed.
Oh,
Oh,
I had
gosh.
so much fun making fun of Amber stands with that one.
All right, so next one, and we're going to start getting into DC news, and this is a little bit of good news. My Adventures with Superman is now in renewal limbo. Co-creator Jake Wyatt says viewership has been its quote-unquote best ever, assuming anybody actually watched this dumb shit. But DC Studios, Adult Swim, and HBO Max are charting their own futures amid an uncertain, unstable climate. Adult Swim helped make this!
That's
Yeah,
sad.
it aired on Adult Swim, despite it like barely having any adult themes.
That's crazy.
Like this show could have been on fucking Cartoon Network, and it really wouldn't have made much of a difference. It's not that mature.
He also adds that if the series doesn't receive a 4th season, it won't be due to a lack of support from DC studio heads James Gunn and Peter Safran, as they saved the show by getting renewed for season 3 and giving it a spin-off. Oh, Christ. My
There's a
Adventures with
spin-off
Green Lantern.
series?
I forgot that existed.
Oh,
They're going to ruin Jessica. My God.
I think the only good thing we got out of the show is Tomboy Lewis Lane,
Eh.
design
I
wise.
don't go for it.
Is not very good for me.
No, I don't like
They-
that design. I like the more traditional kind of like animated.
Yeah, me
Superman,
too.
The animated series kind of design. I think I could at least like. She looks like that person from the Voltron series. The
And
the
that-
guy.
That and
Lois
Kara's
Lois
design.
Lane doesn't. Lois Lane to me doesn't feel like the tomboy type.
Yeah, she's like a reporter. It's not like she has a real like tomboy kind of job. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
other-
weird-
The other good thing is Kara's design, but they kind of stole from Dragon Ball Z.
I've seen better
that one
Supergirl
outfit.
designs.
Wait, they stole from Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
but
fucking
This entire
design.
show is a ripoff of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kara's like civilian design. It's literally just Android 18.
Oh shit! They do
Yeah, one
like
of the
the
outfits.
stripes and the leggings and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, and they go with the skirt leggings look. Look,
Yeah, the skirt
guys,
leggings
just pick
look that
one or
weird.
the other. Don't go with both.
Yeah, just pick a fucking lane. You can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, it's really
They
weird.
They stole the Sailor Moon transformation too, and I bet it's nowhere.
Yeah,
and
for
it's not, and
yeah,
it's
for
definitely not
Superman
anywhere
and
near as
Kara.
sexy.
It's
Mm.
no, they do it for fucking Superman too. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I remember seeing that clip whenever it first came out because people were like, "Oh, they turned Superman into a magical girl," lol. Because it was the typical like, you did the man, or it used to be sexism, but now we're doing it with a man, so that's good.
Remember when Superman could just spin around really fast and he just dressed in as Superman? You know,
I
blink of
miss
an
those
eye.
times. I know.
I
Remember
thought
when he
skip that
fucking
symbol.
changed into like a phone booth? Can't even have him
Ah.
do it anymore because like phone booths are non-existent.
There's
Nowadays,
still some around me.
Uh,
Bumblefuck PA.
well, it's not just that phone booths aren't around anymore or are as common, but it's also because phone booths often, they have like see-through panels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Xanatos, welcome to the stream. Oh wait, no, yeah, I'm losing it. What is your ranking of all Spider-Man cartoons, Brandon? Okay, worst to best. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man 2017, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate's
I have
that
not.
bad.
Which one?
Ultimate.
It's not that bad, but I won't say it's that great either. I have not seen Spider-Man Unlimited, so I'm not putting it on the list. Spider-Man is Amazing Friends is okay. The 80s cartoon is actually, if you want like to understand the basics of how to write a Spider-Man story, you actually should go watch that one. 90s Spider-Man and Spectacular is my number one.
What about the new animated series?
That was a Friendly Neighborhood.
No,
Oh,
said
the
that
new
was worse.
animated
I'm talking
series.
about- I'm talking
Actually,
about
I would put the new animated series slightly above Spectacular because I really
I'm talking about
like
the 2003 series. 'Cause that
Oh,
was really good.
yeah. The one that's technically a continuation of the first Sam Raimi movie.
Technically.
Wow.
It's kind of its own
Technically,
universe
only
at
if
this
you.
point.
It sort of is if you squint hard enough. But yeah, I really like that one. Like, I love the way they handle animating Peter. Like the way he moves.
Because for human scenes, they're mocapped, but when it's just straight action and it's just Spider-Man in the costume, they animate freehand, so like his moves are a lot more spider-like.
Oh god, I love like this one. Oh yeah, and they have a crossover with Paul Duncan's Kingpin from the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie.
Yeah. Well, Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael, yeah.
Oh
I
my
fucking
bad.
loved his version, and it rest in peace to the goats. I kind of wish he got to be on screen against like Raimi's Peter.
Yeah. Even though he's black, he at the very least looked the part of Kingpin.
Yeah, he was massive.
And embodied it too. Like he owned the Kingpin role for that. Somebody disappeared.
I think, yeah, it was Brandon actually, but he
Fuck.
I'll just kind of kill time until he gets back. I'm sure he's gonna hop back in, but yeah, he
Would you believe I hit the wrong button?
Yes.
It's,
Wrong
wasn't that the only PG-13 Spider-Man cartoon? It was a bit more mature than PG-13 because it was on MTV. They have references to sex, drugs, alcohol.
And violence in movies and sex on TV.
They had Spider-Man. They let Spider-Man swear.
That's all PG-13 still.
Oh, and they imply that both Peter and Harry have sex.
Oh,
What?
No, they straight up confirm it for Peter because, like, I think it's the day after, and Mary Jane visits the apartment to talk to Peter, and you just see Indy in the background, like putting her clothes on, implying that they fucked.
Peter got game.
she was just undressed because she's more comfortable sleeping that way,
Exactly.
especially
Disney
in
will never-
strangers' apartments.
Disney will never let Peter have that kind of riz again.
Venom, I've got to stop you from kidnapping my wife, he said in the first PS1 game. And we'll never get that storyline again.
Oh, by the way, I will never. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick detour, because I found this absolutely stupid post involving Skybound Transformers. So this is after Transformers issue 30, where Alita was trying to beat Optimus for the Matrix. In this panel, Optimus Prime should have knelt down. It's supposed to be that both reach a point of understanding with each other when she realizes how the war affected her and he realizes how he abandoned his world. This panel makes it seem like Optimus is superior, and he's not. Well,
I mean,
first off, Alita tried to commit literal genocide, and Optimus stopped her from doing that.
Well,
so
if
he didn't do anything.
If Spider-Man Brand New Day's morals are anything to go by, he should have apologized after stopping her from killing people.
I don't get these people. Like, you're
I don't
asking.
understand anybody who defends Jean and Brand New Day. Like even when you like have the context of, oh, she's sad about her sister, okay, but that doesn't excuse mind raping people, using innocence to drive tanks around the city and shoot at others. Which you cannot. I don't give a shit what the director's trying to say. Somebody definitely got seriously hurt during those events.
What? No, you didn't see the bodies, bro.
What was it? Oh yeah, remember when the ghost literally endangered Scott Lang's family and they just let her go?
Dude, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, like, I keep commenting every time Craven talks, because he's like, you know, Peter's like questioning his morality constantly whenever he first meets him, and he's just like, oh, I only do it to defend myself. Even whenever he's fighting like supervillains that have crazy powers, even he exercises more restraint than Jean Grey with innocent people.
Oh, TASM
like,
too, right?
He's a villain, by the way. Like, he's supposed to be a villain, and he has better morals than the supposed hero.
Well, Craven does have a code of honor, actually.
Yeah, but like Jean Grey should be, you know, morally better than him.
What's worse about it with Jean is that Jean does it all with a smug smile on her face.
Yep, and she never apologizes. Instead, he apologizes to her.
Never feel sorry at all about the things she does.
Like, screw doing the Dark Phoenix saga. She's already possessed by the Dark Phoenix in Brand New Day.
She doesn't even make an attempt to apologize. Like, they just let her get off scot-free.
No, it's worse. They make Spider-Man apologize. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's like, dude, how are you supposed to know? She literally, before telling you, a superhero, where like, oh, my sister was kidnapped by damage control. Like, that's literally all the like, that would at least give Spider-Man pause. He'd be like, oh, what? Like, he would, you know, at least he would talk to you. Instead, you're just like, Spidey, I put a bomb in the building. Hey, Spidey, I'm going to throw your girlfriend off a building. Hey, Spidey, I made this old woman hijack a tank for no reason, just so that you would even get on my trail in the first place, because I could have just mind controlled my way into this building.
It was me, Spidey.
By the way, I was unable to watch Brand New Day on my streaming servers because when they uploaded it, it was in Russian.
It was me, Spider-Man. I purposely kissed you as MJ. Why? Don't bother fucking asking.
Why? Don't know.
I totally didn't have ulterior motives when I did that.
I went out of my way just to mind torture you, and in the time that I was making you do this crazy, like, she literally could have gotten into a damage control building by just like even doing the tease. Like, you know how he takes off for MJ as soon as she says anything about it? She could have been like, I'm going after MJ. He goes zipping all the way over there. She's like, okay, so anyways, I'm going to go into damage control now.
That's actually why didn't she fucking do that?
Because she wants to hurt people. She is sadistic. She goes out of her way to make her job more difficult just to torture Spider-Man mentally.
Like, it would have been so much more simpler. Like, just a simple misdirection would have worked perfectly.
Well, he never even needed to know about her. Nobody else caught that she was mind hopping. Like, the only reason that anybody noticed that is because Peter was on the scene. Why was Peter on the scene? Because a tank was driving through New York, which was a totally unnecessary part of the plan.
This is about as nonsensical as an 80s villain's plans.
It's literally like a Dr. Evil, like overcomplicated. Like, wait, like if number 2 was there, he'd be like, "Why don't you just mind control the guard at the gate? You gain all of his knowledge." She's like, "No, I have to drive a tank through the city." But Gene, it could be so simple.
I don't give a crap about Skybound. They turned Optimus Prime into Cuctimus Prime. And I still, to this day, absolutely will despise Robert Kirkman's Transformers run because of it. They could have used Shadow King or bring back Purple Man, but instead they turned Jean Grey into a psycho bitch. She deserves that 50 caliber lobotomy from Punisher.
That's true.
Mostly, oh, sorry.
Just like an evil psychic kind of like influencing her that would have been
Even?
revealed as the villain at the end. Like that would have made everything so much better.
And then, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I've been watching quite a few videos regarding mutants, and I've become violently anti-mutant now.
Oh yeah, get them Sentinels out here. They're all like Gene.
Especially if anything regarding like Doomsday is true, I will fund the Sentinel program my fucking self.
We need Sentinels. We need to get them the hell out of here.
I'm gonna get these mutants out of here.
Same with the 616 universe, because it's like the X-Men are just borderline villains now. Keep in mind, Jean Grey in the comics wiped Archangel's memory after he figured out all the shit they're going to do and wanted to leave. And she made Iceman think he was gay.
I remember that.
Yeah,
He's
and
gay!
don't forget in the Ultimate Universe, she swapped Peter and fucking Logan's brains because Logan wouldn't stop hitting on her.
Spider-Man
Like, okay,
actually, and then
it's
Spider-Man.
Like, it's fine if you want to fuck with Logan, but why the fuck did you include Peter in that? He didn't do anything.
I don't feel
And
like
then
a cat call is enough to justify brain swapping either.
And Spider-Man actually had one of the most justified crash outs when he said, "People don't hate you because you're mutants. They hate you because you're just genuinely awful people."
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a PC way of putting it. He actually said,
Oh yeah, doesn't he
basically
swear
just say
like
you're a
crazy
bunch
to them?
yeah, he just basically said you're a bunch of fucking assholes.
Forget
Yeah,
Sentinels, send Space
especially when it
Marines.
comes-
Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean.
Especially when it comes to telepaths. That's a fucking terrifying
Sorry,
power
John.
now that I think about it. Oh yeah, like when they first get introduced in Ultimate, like when they first see Peter, Jean just makes a comment about, "Oh, thank God you're not thinking about me naked," and just completely plants that fucking image in Peter's head and it starts making him think about it. I can't even
Yeah.
Well,
put
Thank
that.
God you're not thinking about pink elephants, Peter. And then it's like, "Oh, you're thinking about pink elephants now. What's wrong with you?" It's like, well, you said it.
And also,
I mean,
further question: why the fuck are you in my head?
Yeah, remember
I
when
also
Professor
do-
X like had to ask permission to read anybody's mind?
and then Peter's like, "Hang on a second, just let me get it out of my head." Okay, I'm done. Like I feel like the image just pops into his brain, and then he just says, "Okay, give me a second," and like just to screw with her.
Then he just pictures the Blob naked real quick so that she'll be horrified and leave his mind. He's like, "But what about this, Gene?" She's like,
That's
"Ah,
the worst thing I
fuck
can
you."
think of. Get the fuck out of my brain faster.
He's like Rosie
All right.
O'Donnell and the Blob sleeping together. He's like,
Easiest way to defeat Jean Grey. Just think of the most derogatory thing you can possibly think of.
There's too many derogatory things I can think of.
I'm concerned.
Or I mean, from it.
All right, so we're gonna jump over to DC real quick. John just recently suffered through Lanterns. I suffered for watching Lanterns earlier today. Lanterns debuts with 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten
That's all
Tomatoes
gonna
is
go down really fast.
Who takes that shit seriously anymore?
Reminder:
I
these
don't.
people are the same ones that rated Cuties with a near perfect score. Anytime I see some bullshit like this, I get reminded of that.
Yeah.
Black Panther is apparently the greatest MCU movie according to Rotten Tomatoes.
I thought that was one came.
Yeah, and you thought CP the movie was just as good. I don't want to hear
Coyote
anything.
versus Acme is apparently the greatest movie ever made of all time, according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, wait, that was
Like, it
out?
got-
First
like-
mistake is trusting Rotten Tomatoes.
Did that come out already?
Yeah, I think it's coming out to the public on the 28th, maybe.
Yes, it
But
is.
it's
I'm going to
probably
go
already
see
come
it.
out for critics. Yeah.
Oh.
Have Jean Grey enter Joker's mind. She can't
Oh.
handle that level of crazy.
Since you
I
brought
think-
up Transformers,
Killer.
I meant to bring up the on September 17th, day before my birthday, is the 40th anniversary.
Right. The one with the new post-credit scene.
Yes. Which
I
they
am
shouldn't have
super
spoiled in
excited.
the trailer. That was stupid of them. I'm not sure why they did that, but
Did they spoil it? I don't think they did.
they teased it. Like they showed an image or a little 2-second video of it. I don't mean like they showed the whole thing, but like it would have been a nice surprise.
I am super excited for it, though.
Mhm.
Maybe because freaking just do anything, Transformers, to get me to actually be invested in you again. You had me with Skybound, and then you ruined it. You ruined it! Don't you hear me? I was enjoying Daniel Warren Johnson's run, damn it!
As Palpatine would say, they blew it.
All right, so to make things worse, we're going to jump into discussing film's actual Lanterns review. The DCU's Brightest Day. As
Are
too
you
often,
sure about that?
Are you sure?
as has too often been the case with DC, the future of the universe hinges on the success of the current project. HBO Lanterns is in the regrettable position of having a lot to prove, not just to diehard DC fans, but also to casual audiences, whose investment has begun to lapse following James Gunn's Superman 2025. Gee,
Hey,
I
at least
wonder
they
why.
admit that that the interest has fallen following that
Ooh,
movie. which
finally
means that-
here.
Hey, Iron Inquisitor.
Talking about the lanterns.
Yes.
just started. Yep.
Oh, you know what's really funny?
Hmm.
When my grandma was going to her physical therapy appointment, they have a TV in the lobby, or in the lobby,
Mhm.
and they're whatever they're having on TV, they showed like an ad for that show.
Oh, God, man. I apologize for you.
Oh, I
What's
thought
even
you were.
worse is one of the times we were there a few weeks ago, they showed an ad for the Supergirl movie too.
Oh, dear sweet.
I thought you were gonna say your grandma said that looks fucking stupid.
I think my grandma did say something like that. She's like, "Oh, that doesn't look."
She back in my day.
That Supergirl looks like a super slut to me. Anyways, what a hussy.
Created by Chris Mundy, True Detective Ozark. Which season of True Detective? The first season was only the only good one.
Yeah, don't be vague about that when you know that there's a greatly varying quality with those.
Damon Lindelof, the same person who brought you Star Trek Into Darkness and the HBO Watchmen.
You
Yeah,
mean the one with the
that,
black Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah,
Of
that inspires
Lost-
confidence.
Wait, what?
That inspires confidence.
Of Lost, The Leftovers, and Watchmen fame. Why would you mention Watchmen? That was ass. And
That's what was
Eisner.
suggested to me after I finished Landing.
Oh God!
HBO,
And
so-
Eisner Award winner and comic writer Tom King. No! No!
Tom King
It
also
makes
won a
too much
Peabody.
sense now.
Explains a lot.
He's also won a Peabody, I'll have you know. He's like amazing writer according to these Hollywood Awards people. Or
He had Catwoman leave Batman at the altar.
What?
Yes, I mean, I'm not kidding. They set up Batman marrying Catwoman, and then she just leaves him at the altar because, according to her logic, Batman needs to be miserable in order to be at his best.
That's
Bruh.
what the fuck? Who let
And
the
you know
Spider-Man writers in the room?
Crazy.
you know what movie actually handled that concept well? That like he might have to quit being was Mask of the Phantasm, but it was like actually handled well in that because he's like.
But that
he
was back
visits
when
his
DC had
parents-
talent.
Oh yeah, whenever he's visiting his parents' grave, that's like one of the best scenes in the movie. Whenever he's just like, "I'm sorry, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to be happy," and she has to come up to him in his grave, and she's like, "I think they would have wanted you to be happy too." Like he's incredibly conflicted about like, do I want to get married? I can't put her in danger so much. Like I didn't expect to actually find happiness.
Now
They
it's-
ruined my favorite. Captain Thievius said this on your stream, John. They ruined my favorite Green Lantern. They turned John into a vegan granny humper that was raised by a lunatic. So much for Hollywood's black representation. Oh, he actually, John Stewart actually, he's vegan, and he had sex with a woman who turns out to be the grandma of a kid that they meet later on.
Yes,
Oh,
and old, and I'm just going to be rude here, an old and generously, I'll say, average-looking woman.
She was average.
How old?
Like probably
maybe
50 something,
mid-40s.
60. I would say in 50s.
She
Because
can't look that bad.
like she's, yeah. But what bothered me more was like how quick he was. Really weirdly like quick to sleep with her. Like he meets her in a bar. They have like 2 drinks, a very quick conversation. She asks him some Green Lantern questions. And then it's like, oh, let's go to your car and I'll bang you real quick here, and then I'll light your cigarette for you with my Green Lantern ring afterwards.
The design of the ring is ass too. Why is there gold in my Green Lantern ring?
Dude,
Yeah,
I didn't
think
like how the
it's-
constructs came out. They would be
Green Lantern, not Gold Lantern. Seriously.
like, you
Where's
just see
gold?
I was just gonna say, I love gold.
That
but
gold member.
like they make the constructs, they always form. They have to form like a couple feet out from the ring. It's always in like the same spot, and they come together like it's like a 3D imaging program. Like making
Oh god,
it,
it's nano. It's basically nanotech. It's nanotech all over again.
Yeah, and then it turns into like dust after it goes away. Like it's not like the like whenever he made a fist, it would always project out from the ring, and it would be like wow, and like expand out. But instead, it's like the weird like dusty effect. I don't like it.
Of course, ex-CIA comic hack Tom King made an Air Force pilot and Marine Corps sniper look bad. His Wonder Woman run had a U.S. soldier gaslit into killing himself. Tom needs to be locked in Arkham. Didn't he also kill off Wonder Woman as well, if I recall? Lanterns boast a powerhouse trio of creatives, to be sure. That's one way to describe them. However, does this creative team have what it takes to propel the DCU back into the public's good graces after the recent commercial failure of Supergirl? The quick answer for that is no. The long answer to that is absolutely freaking hell. Not in a million years. Not even if I was the last person on Earth. No! Don't call it a comeback. While James Gunn is an executive producer, and there are elements that neatly tie Lanterns into the larger narrative of his DCU, there are not. Because you would have to explain Guy Gardner, for example.
Yep.
It is the first project since this franchise started where his lack of involvement is noticeable. It can't be stressed enough how refreshing that feels. I'm not sure whether or not having James Gunn involved or not it would have made the show better or worse. Probably worse. Lanterns is humorous. Lanterns is humorous at times. I didn't laugh a single time. With Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan often providing sarcastic witticisms that break the tension. However, the HBO original series has a distinctly serious tone that feels both grounded and fresh for this universe. Yes, that is exactly what I want my Green Lantern show to be. Grounded.
I hate that word now.
There are
Gritty,
sure-
realistic.
Grounded. Yes, Grounded, a show that's about space cops.
There are surely-
grounded, boring and limited.
There are surely fans who take offense at a Green Lantern show of all things being grounded. Although that skepticism is justified, Lanterns manages to prove the naysayers wrong with its clear, true detective inspirations. No, it's not. If you wanted to do a show inspired by True Detective, do something with the freaking question. The question exists for a reason. He's a detective.
I would even accept like a Batman sidekick having to go like or Bat family person like having to go investigate because they have like a connection to the world's greatest detective. Like, I don't know. But yeah, like question with maybe Huntress involved or something. would be like a cool like buddy investigation kind of deal.
Also, with the True Detective inspiration, unless it's the first season, no one's gonna have confidence because True Detective fell off.
Mm-hmm.
And never really got back its legs. Kelly MacDonald? Is that seriously her name? That is hilarious. Kelly MacDonald can't act to save her life. E-I-E-I-O. Well, what?
Is that the sheriff?
Yes, that's the sheriff.
Hmm. She was not a good. Yeah, she was not a good actress in that show. I do think
she's just a bitch to Hal Jordan for no real reason whatsoever. You'd think that you would pay the space cop a little more respect.
Yep, and yeah, she also like is not a very professional in her job at all. Where she's just like randomly like really hostile towards him whenever he's trying to ask like basic questions. It's not your jurisdiction. And then like in the courtroom is even worse. That crazy lady judge who's like, what does he say? He says like one word where he's like, oh, seriously? And she's like, now your bail's 200,000. That's what the cost would say.
I cannot stand that entire scene.
I'm like, this is why women shouldn't be in positions of power if they're going to be this emotional. Like, you don't just double a person's bail because they said a word you didn't like.
It's not as what?
It's abuse of power. Oh yeah, that's her whole thing. At first, she's like, "Oh yeah," she's like, "What jurisdiction are you?" And then, but they made Green Lantern stupid in that scene too because he's like, "Oh, Green Lantern, my jurisdiction is Green Lantern." He like acts like he has no answer. It's like, well, no, you have an organization. It's called the Green Lantern Corps.
It's called your whole planet.
Like you actually have a very easy authority to cite here.
Right. Hang on. I got sidetracked for a minute.
Yeah, but and then
realistic, my ass. I've been to country towns that are politically red. They are not the uber chuds Hollywood likes to think they are. Most country folk I've met are kind, honest, and sincere. Just look at how they handle Smallville in any good Superman adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
The creative team at hand has plenty of experience writing shows and comics that portray the fantastical through a realistic lens. They do a horrible job of doing it.
They've failed many times in the past. Why are you surprised this time?
True.
Oh my god. Of course, the most recent example is HBO's Watchmen, a series that continued Alan Moore's opus and was set in a world distinctly devoid of superheroes. Oh, sure. The show that had to throw logic out the window in order to get the superhero cops bit going. Had a woman flat out kill Dr. Manhattan.
What?
Yeah, they used like a tachyon particle or something to get him.
Oh god.
And what else was with that show? Oh yeah, in Watchmen, this was like at the height of cop shootings. So it's like in the show, a police cop has to radio into the station to unlock and use his gun.
That's only won't end poorly at all.
Yeah, especially considering, I don't know, cops are getting killed by a terrorist group throughout that entire show.
Well, it's more important that we don't kill a terrorist. That would be mean.
We can't call them terrorists.
Oh, yeah, you need to do better.
We gotta find a new name for them. That sounds a lot nicer.
You gotta do better, Senator.
Lanterns has a similar aesthetic, but with cosmic elements at play. The Ring, the Guardians, different aliens, and other worlds do make on-screen appearances throughout this first season. I presume they got early access. It's very restrained in this regard, though not in a way that feels ashamed of the source material. Buddy, they can't even get Green Lantern rings right. After all, it is mainly focusing on a low-stakes story with Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan and Aaron Pierre's Jon Stewart. Jon
Just look
Stewart,
at the
take it
name
away.
to show they're obviously embarrassed by it because they call it lanterns instead of green lanterns.
Where's the green?
The
And also-
green.
Where's
When
the
Aaron
lantern?
When Aaron Pierre, best known for Rebel Ridge, Mufasa the Lion King, oh dear sweet God,
Yeah.
and sci-fi's Krypton, was cast in the role of Jon Stewart, there was a wave of discourse online around a light-skinned actor being hired to play a character who has
No,
historically
there
always had a darker
wasn't.
complexion. I heard literally nothing about it. I think you're getting that mixed with what's going on with the Storm actress they recently just announced.
It
Oh,
happens
no.
with
That did happen when it was first announced that he was cast as Jon Stewart. A lot of
Yeah,
people
unfortunately,
I heard
used
nothing
the
about that.
light-skinned.
Well, you probably won't, hear too much about the Storm thing if past these next couple days or so. But like, whenever they say there was a social media, they mean like 2 people probably complained.
Yeah,
They're
so
not black enough.
I asked on Ryan Kinnell's stream, I was like, "Can we blackface an already black person just to make them blacker?" would that be like still racist if it's a black person already?
Indeed, the casting did seem in line with Hollywood's frustrating history of colorism and disregard for darker-skinned black actors.
Damn
You
it!
know,
If
you
can see
hire
anything other
someone-
than-
You hire someone based on talent, not skin color.
for real.
No, that's racist. You have to only see teeth and eyes, otherwise they're too light. Damn it!
When starting Lanterns, I hoped the potentially problematic nature of Pierre's casting would disappear, but it was instead exacerbated.
Have some
I heard-
balls, writer. Call that criticism retarded, and then don't be like potentially problematic. Oh.
This is not a direct indictment of the plot itself or Pierre as an actor. It actually the diametrical opposite. Jon Stewart's backstory, development, and central arc are all incredibly well realized in HBO's Lanterns. They are not.
Well, it barely gave anything. The main background we got was that his dad was a psychopath who likes to shoot apples off of his kids' heads in the middle of a suburb.
Where nobody reported him for some reason. One
Also, like,
flashback.
the back of the garage implies that the fucking dad actually hit one of them before.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
One flashback episode in particular explains his origins, family life, what it means to grow up black and afraid in America. Ah, jeez, not
the
more anti-American shit.
See, this is what I did not like about the Lanterns show. Like, I'm here to watch a show about space cops. Why the fuck is there modern day bullshit in my show about space cops that wear bright green suits and defeat villains using the power of imagination?
Because this is Tom King and Damon Lindelof.
Imagination.
One flashback episode, but oh no, and the willpower takes to overcome that fear. Writer Vanessa Baden Kelly, Animal Kingdom, The Sex Lives of College Girls. I have heard of neither
The
one
what?
of these.
The sex lives of college girls.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
Spoiler alert, they're sluts. Anyways.
Does a phenomenal job fleshing out Stewart's life. Unfortunately, it becomes apparent that casting an actor closer to Stewart's comic appearance would have made the material resonate even more. Who the?
He literally
Okay,
looks
hang on.
like the Jon Stewart, like in every animated iteration that I've
Okay,
seen him.
If
hang on,
anything, he
hang on.
looks more closer to the version of Jon Stewart that's in Suicide Squad. The game.
Oh, kill the Justice League.
Yeah,
the
video
greatest game of our time.
The game of all time.
Only second to Dragon Age Veilguard, of course.
Mm.
And Marvel Spider-Man 2. And that game about black people breaking into museums in order to steal shit.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
And
rebooted.
another game, but it's basically copyright the fucking game. You can't even
Oh.
play it. You can't even play the game because every single music track is copyrighted music. So
Oh,
every streamer that tried playing it, they had to play it on silent.
Oh, I played it with the music on. I just didn't monetize the videos. It was worth it.
Forget it. Was that Discourse or?
It was mixtape.
Ah, shoot. Okay, I already forgot that. Freaking
It's the
game.
one, Brandon. It's the
What's
one
the
where they
game?
played "You Got the Touch." You got. the
Don't
power.
remind me.
Yeah.
All the characters from that game were so fucking insufferable. I was actually pissed that none of them got any consequences for the shit they did.
That none of them died horribly trying to drive down to their stupid party.
Also, okay. About the casting an actor closer to Stewart's appearance. Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
So basically, they're saying he's not black enough. Okay.
Yes.
Stupid.
Despite this misstep, or perhaps in spite of it, the core theme surrounding Jon Stewart still shine through. Aaron Pierre does a great job of bringing an honorable, sturdy quality to the character. Okay, if you're going to praise him, don't complain about the fact he's not black enough.
He's potentially
Yeah,
problematic.
he's just saying they're saying all this shit to like cover up for like their borderline racist bullshit. Well, I mean, he's not black enough, but he's a great actor. Like he did great with the material he was given. But I don't feel like he was black enough for the role.
It's like, hey, Aaron Pierre, no offense, like you're not black enough, but you did a great job other than that. Like, imagine saying that to a person in person. Like, they would look at you like you had mushrooms growing out of your head, obviously, because you're a weirdo. Like,
As the season goes on, Pierre breathes Stewart to life in a way many fans will be satisfied with, justifiable reservations aside. I do not believe
stop
so.
saying it's justified. It's not justified.
The DCAU holds the crown for the best adaptation of Jon Stewart we have.
Yep.
Justice League.
A mystery of intergalactic proportions. Damon Lindelof, Tom King, and Chris Mundy shape a story with DNA in common with HBO's Watchmen and ABC's Lost. That is just filling me with a great amount of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want to take this nearby knife, hold it up to my throat, and quickly slash myself across with it.
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
Hey, don't let them win.
Easy, Joe.
That's what they want you to do.
I'm kidding.
That's what Damon Lindelof wants. He's like, this show will make the chuds kill themselves.
Yes, as stated earlier, Lantern's overarching narrative is a grounded mystery with cosmic implications. Just no.
Grounded and cosmic
Is
should
this-
not go together.
Is
What?
this article written by AI? Because my God, they just keep repeating them. They say the general plot of the show. They say very generic compliments where they're like, good performance, good job. This is his background. And then they're like, and then they've said like 6 times about the potentially controversial
A
casting.
day or two ago, I actually told my dad that people like this, the LARPers and fake fans, they're a lot like the Borg, robotic drones that
makes sense.
that are all alike.
It does make it hard to tell them apart from like the AI articles and shit, because it's like, oh, you're so generic and you've been given your marching orders like you were AI before AI because you already sounded like it.
But you know what that makes us when they're the Borg? That makes us Starfleet, baby.
The line must be drawn here, no further.
Heck yeah.
Constitution class ships for the win. Set in Rushville, Nebraska, Hal Jordan brings along his trainee, Jon Stewart, as he begins investigating strange happenings in this nondescript Midwestern town. Jordan proves to be a keen detective, his years of superhero experience showing through in every interaction, which is actually quite true in the beginning, except he gets no credit for it.
Oh, don't forget, because his best bit of investigating that he does, the sheriff already knew, and Jon Stewart fucked up by even thinking that she wouldn't have noticed the same thing. How dare he try to mansplain it to the sheriff? Which makes the alien then run.
Friday Night Lights star Kyle Chandler isn't given as much to chew on as Pierre, but he does an admirable job helping sketch out the character of Hal Jordan. An old jog with old tricks, Jordan has been for a lot. His many years of service in the Green Lantern Corps included him arresting his former mentor and best friend Sinestro. I would have rather watched that as a show, which has evidently made him wary and cynical. As such, his rough exterior, disregard for authority besides his own, and often flippant attitude make for an excellent pairing with Jon Stewart's straight man demeanor. As for the central mystery itself, it's compelling and sure to keep viewers guessing until its resolution. Buddy, we know it's going to be Manhunters, because I think you ruined it. Sheriff Carey plays an important role as not only Hal Jordan's love interest, but also an intrepid detective in her own right. Excuse me, what? Hal Jordan's
what the fuck?
She's not Hal Jordan's love interest. What the shit? Also, Jordan's dead. And also an intrepid detective in her own right. Together, all three characters are keys to unraveling the town's dark secrets, least of all being what exactly Rushville has to do with Manhunters. Congratulations, you ruined it. It's Manhunters. And you didn't even bother to adapt them correctly, because they're not shapeshifters.
Yeah,
They're
they were like
robots.
robots, yeah.
Where to next? James Gunn's Man of Tomorrow, apparently. Everybody strap in, we're getting more Millie Alcock.
Oh, boy.
While that film does sound promising, it does not because...
What have we been given about it that would make it sound promising?
Superman versus Lex Luthor, even though that was totally what we did in the first movie.
This is what I love. Like, oh, what else did this happen with recent? Oh, yeah, GTA 6. People are like, oh, they've totally justified the hype. I'm like, with what? They haven't shown any gameplay. They're like,
Yeah,
they told you they were
the hype.
charging $100 before they showed you a single thing to buy it for.
Watch it be a total
It's-
scam.
They've earned it. It's like, how?
It's going to be a total scam.
Ugh.
If that's
I have
what you're
no
gonna do,
interest in it.
blindly suck up to a company.
I remember this when Halo 4 was revealed. People were like, it's so hype. I'm like, all you've seen is a title card. They're like, dude, it's Halo. Of course I'm going to get hyped for a title card. And then look how that turned out.
They ruined the... Oh, by the way, speaking of Halo, there's something we got to address real quick right after this. That it seems double as crowded as Superman. We're taking the newest Marvel approach of throw a bunch of shit at the wall and pray something sticks. Because you did that with No Way Home, you did that with Deadpool and Wolverine, and you just recently did that with Brand New Day. And guess what? All three of those movies are complete messes.
Oof.
HBO's Lanterns is just what the DCU has been missing. A focused series.
up.
Serious story told by writers who are clearly familiar with and fond of the source material. No, this show is genuinely hates the source material. It is not.
It's like instead of actually like, I'm not even sure if they watch the show because it feels like it's just something that they like were predicting what criticism it would get. Like, oh, it's not following the source material. Make sure to put in the article somewhere that the writers obviously know the source material really well. Like they're just like trying to think of what people will say about it rather than honestly commenting on the show.
Hang on, I was scrolling.
Scrolling.
I blinked out because there was something I was gonna look up, but
You said it was something for Halo.
right. Okay, thank you for the reminder.
Campaign devolved.
I got it. All right, I got it pulled up for right after this. For all the positives, what positives? There are absolutely no positives I can think of. You still can't help but wonder how much stronger the story would have been, how much more the writers would have been able to explore space, and the greater impact it would have had if DC Studios decided to make the series into a feature-length film instead. Why do you hate people so much that you want something like that to happen?
I'm not sure how it usually really improves something to make it. You're just cutting off hours. If you think it's such a brilliant story, you would probably think it's rushed if they made it into a film.
Lantern Season 1 does work well as it stands. It's clearly operating with far less of a budget than Superman or Supergirl. And boy, does it show.
Well, obviously.
But dare I say that Hal and John were much more deserving of being on the big screen than that latter film? Yes, especially considering Hal hasn't had a good animated adaptation in a long-ass while.
Oh, is it safe to go
that's
after Supergirl now and say it shouldn't have been made? Just because it's so horribly unsuccessful that you like can't even pretend It's just the bigots or whatever.
Ooh, with DC Studios canceling and delaying projects left and right. Gee, I wonder why.
Because it's so wildly successful.
Brainstorming. I know you're lurking out there.
James Gunn has
I gotta
done
talk to
nothing
man.
but succeed, I swear.
It's hard to believe there will be a second season of Lanterns. Thank God, one was too much, and it certainly deserves one. DC's Lanterns accomplishes what it set out to do by telling a meaningful, worthwhile story that killed off Hal Jordan before we really got to see him do anything.
Yep.
Here's hoping that Gunn is true to his word going forward and lets other creatives play in the DC sandbox interference-free so fans can get more projects just as strong as this one. Let's pray that that does not happen. Please, for the love of God, don't let this happen. I'm begging you.
He
Always
can't
give me
keep
Hal
getting
Jordan
away with
chance.
it.
We could have had a genuine space buddy cop show that could have been lead to faithful adaptations of Sinestro Corpse War and Blackest Night. Scarecrow recruited into the Sinestro Corps would have been awesome. But we can't always get what we want, now can we?
Nope.
We could have had an ODST game that would have been similar to Helldivers 2 before Helldivers 2 was even a thing. Such a waste. The last good Halo game I played was Halo Wars. All right, speaking of which, apparently I somehow stumbled across the Forerunner argument again. Forerunner versus human debate is trying to die down, so I'm gonna just give the objective facts of the connection. Halo combat evolved. Forerunners implied to be human, but left ambiguous. Halo 2 was going to review Forerunners as human for Arbiter's character arc, but got scrapped. Halo 3, nobody could agree on anything when developing this game, it seems. Okay, do you have any proof of that? The campaign staff seemingly rolled with them just being humans, while the terminal writers had them be evolved humans. Halo 4 and beyond, two separate species with a common ancestor, Darwin style. Yes, the Forerunner-human connection did get changed, but we never see a Forerunner in official Halo media until the Forerunner trilogy. Bungie explicitly left it ambiguous because, quite simply, what the Forerunners are does not matter too much, that much to Halo's overall story. Okay, that's a flat-out lie because Guilty Spark literally says that Master Chief is a Forerunner. The
I know
Forerunners
this general lore, but I've never been a big Halo guy.
Yeah.
The Forerunners Wait, seriously? When did I become the... Guess I am a foremost Halo expert on this team. Sheesh.
Well, you main Xbox. So there
I
you
want to
go.
play the second game, and that's it.
I've been doing a lot of Halo Reach firefight with my brother. The Forerunner's history is merely just a backdrop to most game stories. The only game where them being humans would have had any sort of significance for reveal was Halo 2, and it didn't happen there. The Forerunners are a backdrop. They don't matter. Cry about it. Okay, then, if they don't matter, then the Halos don't matter. You know, the main thing that the war is even surrounding.
Hey, that's like the name of the game. Literally. Yeah. I'll tell you why I was never too tempted by it, Brandon, because I don't like the 2-weapon limit or regen health.
Yeah, also, keep in mind the Forerunners killed themselves with their own weapon.
Oh, because don't the Halo rings like wipe out all life around them and stuff?
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, those are not objective facts because you just flat out lied about Halo 3.
Here's the facts, and here's my opinions.
A little bit of doomsday. Because somebody tell Marvel that if Toby dies in Doomsday, we're gonna have problems.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
But
There will be-
old.
Why?
I have been
There
seeing
was-
so much fucking slander online for Toby Spider-Man. It is just, it's been abysmal.
You kidding?
That's
I
pretty
actually,
sad.
I legit saw somebody say that it's impossible to do the black suit without CGI, and I'm like, it is
did.
possible. They did it in Spider-Man 3.
Tell that
These
to like
youngins
any
don't know what the
cosplayer
fuck
that
they're
does it.
talking about.
Like, guys, The symbiote is not supposed to look like Peter is wearing alien cum on himself.
It needs to be
This
nice
is-
and shiny, Brandon.
It doesn't look like fucking. It shouldn't look like sentient semen. Oh, the Venom movies.
We are silly movies.
Reach and ODST firefight is great. 343 still managed to screw up firefight in Galo Infinite. Gee, it's almost like 343 can't do anything right except caking up for Cortana for Halo 4.
And
then they
unfortunately,
promptly-
Bungie isn't any better these days.
How the two mighty have fallen. Okay, and speaking of Doomsday, because I found this to just be freaking ludicrous and just shows how bad it's gone for Marvel. I gotta do a lot of scrolling. Okay.
Cowboy hat.
Oh shoot! I forgot. I was still sharing my screen. Damn it. Okay. Disney Plus has released a list of essential projects to watch before Avengers Doomsday. X-Men, X2, Captain America: The First Avenger, The Avengers, Avengers: Infinity War, Avengers: Endgame, Loki, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Captain America: Brave New World, the movie not starring Captain America, Deadpool and Wolverine, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thunderbolts, The Fantastic Four: First Steps.
That's a lot of homework.
What
yeah,
could possibly be taken from some of these? Like, I get Fantastic Four because it's Doctor Doom, even though they really don't cover anything with him in that movie.
He's
And,
not
you
even
know, it's
mentioned at all.
And Pedro Pascal in one of the worst comic book castings of all time.
Is this gonna be on the test?
I don't even
Yeah.
know why. I don't even know why Shang-Chi would be one of these options. Just like, is it just because he's in the movie?
Yeah, so you can know who's fighting Gambit, I guess.
Probably. Wait, so this
Don't
is
wa-
like what, 3 days, 4 days of watching shit?
And that's assuming if you're sitting down. Like, I can only name like a handful of decent projects here. X-Men, X2, First Avenger, The Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame kind of falls apart. Loki is shit. Shang-Chi is shit. No Way Home isn't great. Wakanda Forever is shit. Captain America: Brave New World is a Captain America movie not starring Captain America and a Hulk movie not starring Hulk. So it's basically Identity Crisis, the movie. Deadpool and Wolverine is a narrative mess. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is by far the worst thing Sam Raimi has ever made. Thunderdolts isn't even trying and stars some of the worst characters Marvel has made to date. And Fake-tastic Four: First Steps. Do I even need to explain why that movie is dog shit? Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
You know,
For
from
one.
this list,
Like,
from
why
this
didn't
list,
they get the guy they
technically-
had from the Multiverse of Madness movie? Why didn't they get him?
And he even offered to play the part. That's what's nuts.
Seriously.
With his wife playing Susan Storm.
Because we need to make a joke out about that.
Seriously.
We got to make him be stupid and turn into ribbons. That's the funnier option for that, obviously.
So I think the leaks are real then. If these are the
Oh.
movies,
If the leaks are true, does that mean Toby?
If he
Our
dies,
boy.
I swear to God.
probably. If these
No.
are what they say is essential.
No, they know.
content,
Nah, they know better. They know better than to do something. like
They
that.
don't know better. Come on.
we'll
Nah,
see.
look what happened in
Have
No
you
Way
been here
Home.
the
When
last
people-
6 years or so?
Well,
Like,
look at what happened in No Way Home. They knew better than to kill Toby, even if they were going to revive him.
But that was Sony, man. That was Sony.
and that's like, you brought him back for the pop. Then are they like, oh, it's going to be diminishing returns if we bring him back more. We may as well kill him.
Keep in mind, Marvel has also hated Spider-Man for the last 18 years.
Damn.
They're about to hate me if they fucking kill Toby.
Marvel hating Spider-Man as an adult now. 18 years.
If they kill off Toby, there will be riots in the streets. Doctor Doom is supposed to be Marvel's greatest villain. He is Marvel's greatest villain. It's no contest.
Really?
No build-up, and he's a Tony Stark variant, apparently. Yet another waste.
I always think of him as like in the A tier, but isn't like, Galactus, Thanos, fucking.
Well,
Oh, we
well,
can
here's the
get
thing.
there.
If we're just talking about the comics, Thanos is a giant simp for death. Galactus is sort of in an interesting category where it's more he's just eating planets because he needs to eat planets to survive.
He's more like a force of nature than a real villain. Like
Yeah.
he's not really
But
thinking
it's
about
like
it too much.
Doctor Doom, it's like he runs a country. He runs his own country. He's an evil mad scientist and a practitioner of magic. And when he actually got the powers of a god, he actually considered being a god beneath him.
What really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Brandon,
Wow.
this overly complicated way of watching a movie reminds me of a certain E3 presentation. I just timestamp linked it.
Yeah, I have it
for like
pulled up.
10 seconds that we have to watch, but
I'd rather watch Doctor Doom and Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes than watch Doomsday.
I saw
The
that.
best Doom we've ever got. I have still got to watch that show. I've
I
only
actually
seen
don't
the
mind
clip.
We only got
version,
2
that's the-
seasons, I think, right?
Yeah, I've only seen the clips with Wasp, so I have already got the best parts out of the way.
He's already cultured. He's already cultured.
I do consider
Susan Storm. She was good in that.
I do consider myself quite the cultured individual. I know what I like.
Playing these old Spider-Man games, they certainly used to dress up Black Cat differently than the Insomniac ones.
Especially the second game. Holy fucking shit. I think that was despite me crashing out during my stream while I was fighting against her, I think her design was the only reason why I didn't just fucking quit the game.
Wait, which one? The
The
Amazing
Amazing
2 or
Spider-Man. The
Oh,
Amazing
okay.
2.
I thought you were talking about the regular 2 because I actually really like her storyline in that.
Speaking of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I actually did fight Black Cat last night.
Oh, no.
I was so close to dying in that.
Maybe I just suck at the game.
The game certainly requires certain talent to do it, and I consider myself quite talented at the Beanox games.
That's true. That's what's really fucked me up on a lot of these is like jumping from through the various games. Their controls change so wildly that I'll catch myself like, oh, web is circle. Oh wait, no, fuck, it's triangle in this one. Oh wait, no.
It's the Treyarch games that kick my ass, like Spider-Man 2. Why does every villain block or
You
dodge?
think a guy with a superhuman strength, like it wouldn't be very easy for criminals to
Dude.
block his punches.
Oh, Spider-Man
But,
2
like-
is driving me crazy with that water on the final boss. It's like, water, you died. And then somehow you always fall into the water, even though there's balconies all over the place.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 3 might be my favorite that I've played
and
so far.
Spider-Man, and with Spider-Man 1, I am currently stuck on the bomb mission.
Uh-oh.
Oh, where you gotta
for
zip around and
Spider-Man.
goblins attacking you, yeah.
Oh, in Spider-Man 3, the PC port, somebody's working on model swapping, so that's going to be a thing.
Spider-Man 3, I started playing, and yes, I did experience the meme.
It's a rite of passage when you play the game. You have to fail that first quick time event at least once.
I did. I'm going to die. Boom. If there's one thing that I think the reason why Insomniac is inferior is because their quick time events are nowhere near as hilarious when you fail them.
Oh,
Can't
see,
even like most of them, you can't even fucking fail.
I
That's right.
platinumed that first game twice, and I just immediately turn off quick time events if I ever have the option.
Yeah.
So I did it.
They're not as funny. I would say Spider-Man Web of Shadows is hilarious with their quick time events. Cat looks over to the ledge and she's just dead.
You ever
No, then
see
you just miss a quick time event. You just get the best fucking scream ever.
you ever see the Tomb Raider, like the 2013 reboot, whenever you like they have like some horrific death scenes in that where like it'll like have like a fucking branch go through her throat and shit, and Conan O'Brien was playing it one time, and he's making his little assistant guy play it who's good at video games. He's just like, and he, you know, the whole first part of the game, he's like, oh, this developer's very smart. They put the camera behind her butt. And he's making all these fucking pervy comments. And then she starts dying a bunch in this like river flowing scene where he keeps running into stuff and dying. And he's like, stop it. Stop killing her. And he starts like punching his co-host. He's like, stop it. She's so beautiful. Stop it.
Conan O'Brien still proving he is hilarious many years after he left writing The Simpsons.
Clueless Gamer, if you guys ever get a chance, especially the ones before he got celebrity guests and it was just him and his little assistant, they were freaking hilarious. He's dragging around people in Hitman like necrophiliac Hitman.
All right, so this is the one.
Yeah. Just a little clip in the middle here.
Whoa. Hi. How many times have you been watching an episode of South Park and thought, I'd like to be able to watch this on my television while hooked into my mobile device, which is being controlled by my tablet device, which is hooked into my oven, all while sitting in the refrigerator?
That's pretty good.
That's literally modern Hollywood. They're like, what if we overcomplicate everything?
Rube Goldberg machine.
Actually, it's modern gaming too, because they're like, go through two-step verification in order to unlock your online content that you already downloaded, but we need to do a 48-hour check.
Oh my gosh! So my brother is playing Lego Avengers, and he tried downloading the Spider-Man DLC pack for free, but for some reason he cannot get it to download.
See, I got some really Orwellian shit whenever I tried to play. What was it? Oh yeah, it was Stellar Blade. Because I was trying to play the 1.0 version because I have the disc. But I had to literally unplug the internet from my PlayStation or I had to turn it off in the menu before it finished downloading because it kept trying to download the patch. And on every other game, you can just go into the menu and say pause download or cancel download. Like I don't want the patch. But that one, it kept restarting it and it would not let me start it. And so eventually I was just like, well, fine, just disconnect from the internet then because you refuse to not download this patch because it was the one that censored all the fucking outfits. And I'm like, why are you being so weird about this where you're like forcing this patch on me?
Oh, God. Someone named Mr. Tism with a Pedro Pascal profile picture just commented on one of my early posts. Dear God.
Nice.
Julian McMahon was still the best live-action Doctor Doom ever put to screen. May he rest in peace. Which movie did he do?
Was that the Tim Story Films guy? Or no, he might have been the 90s, the unreleased one.
Are you talking about? Is he talking about like the original live action?
I'll look him up. Julian McMahon. That's interesting.
Spectacular Spider-Man is my second favorite Spider-Man, above Tobey being first.
Oh,
I would say.
Sorry, Julian McMahon is the Tim Story actor. I just Googled him and his face. He looks familiar. I didn't realize he had died. Oh, he died in 2025.
Oh,
yeah, that's sad. He was relatively young. He was born in 1968. Yeah.
Well, considering he did play by far the best looking Doom as well.
Yeah, it was a good look for it for sure.
Spectacular Spider-Man is my second favorite Spider-Man. I actually think Spectacular is my number one favorite. Josh Keaton all the way.
I watched Fan Four Stick in theaters, and because that was back whenever I was just watching every Marvel thing, like 2015. And I think I was the only person. I might have been like two other people in the theater. The one that I know I was alone for was the Assassin's Creed movie, just because I was like, oh, I got to support video game movies. And I was literally the only person in the theater, and it failed so horribly.
Comic Thanos is an incel that simps for death. Red Skull is Hitler's biggest fanboy. Doctor Doom owns his own country where he's genuinely loved by his subjects and attained godhood numerous times. So yeah, Doctor Doom is Marvel's greatest supervillain.
Yeah, I guess he is very prevalent and appearing in a lot of places, it feels like, too. Like, I could say, like, Norman Osborn, but he's pretty Spider-Man specific, you know?
And he's best friends with Rocket Raccoon.
What's actually, what I will say is funny is Mysterio is actually overpowered. He managed to kill all the X-Men once.
Well, I mean, they're pretty weak. I mean, Angel, oh, I have wings. Oh, how are you going to kill me?
Wait, what, ArachnidYouth? Did somebody say how Mysterio was able to kill the X-Men?
Basically, he brainwashed Wolverine.
Yep. I love Mysterio.
That would do it.
Old fishbowl head ain't just a pushover.
He is the quickest boss if you're playing on kid mode on the PS1 Spider-Man, though. They have a big cutscene where he grows giant, and then you're like, zap, 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 and he's like, no.
What's even funnier is in What If mode, he has a literal fish in his head.
I had never played What If mode all the way through until this last time. I think it was you. It was possibly you, Brandon, that came in like during the Doc Ock fight, and it had like flowers floating all around.
Yeah, I did come in during that part. Kazakorn, welcome to the stream. Arachnid Kennedy.
What?
Oh,
my God.
Referencing your profile picture.
Oh my God! Every time
because Leon
says that, I keep thinking of fucking
Lucky
fucking-
Kennedy.
Oh yeah,
or Leon Man or Leon Parker.
I call it Spider Leon.
Leon.
Oh yeah,
Mysterio also trolled Daredevil. Resident Evil 4, the original, will probably be the only Resident Evil game I play besides Resident Evil 3, and that is purely so I can.
Requiem. They're so good.
Resident Evil 3 remake, I would definitely skip out on because I've heard horror stories of what they did to Nemesis.
Do not play the remake.
But yeah, I do want to play the Resident Evil 4, the original version, because, you know, legendary video game. They allow you to look up a girl's skirt.
Brandon, you should play the originals. I know people try and scare people off with the tank controls, but you get used to them, and it adds to the suspense because it's actually harder to run away from shit.
I gotta get back to playing the Lara Croft remakes.
Me and my buddy are playing RE5 right now. We're actually are about to finish the game.
But
Oh,
Arachnid,
so much
that's
fun.
the racist one.
I don't give a fuck. That's because me and my buddy were actually talking about that on stream too. Like apparently they won't remake RE5 because apparently like it's racist because it does the cardinal sin of taking place in Africa where Africans live, and most of the enemies you face are African.
Oh, gee, who would have thought?
It's
Also,
fine to
yeah-
shoot Spanish people in Spain. It is not okay to shoot African people in Africa.
Oh, it's also okay to kill Spanish people with swords in Black Flag. I already have a massive body count.
Dude, I played. What did I play? Oh yeah, Freedom Cry. Because even though I'm a real big racist, I actually liked Adewale. But he, you know, he was actually a good character. And my God, the difference in writing, just going back to there, it's like, oh, they're not constantly filleting him. Like even something that's cut and dry is like, oh, I'm going to free slaves. That's obviously good. You go back and the black woman at the bar is like your little mission giver. She's like, did you even think about what the consequences of that would be? Now you've just harmed all these other people, and now they're all getting like killed basically because you pissed off all the people around here. And he's like, oh, I didn't. Yeah, like, and it's like it's actually like an interesting moral conundrum because it's like, well, but I freed people from slavery, so I gave some people good lives. Is that worth getting other people killed who would have just had slavery lives otherwise? And like, at what point do you need to stand up and everything? And it's like, oh, do you wait for bigger change and hope and pray, or do you try to take immediate action? And it's yeah, it's like it's wow, this is like actually like fucking moral gray areas and shit, and like mature writing, as opposed to like now where they just be like, fuck the white people.
Yeah, it has to be black and white. It has to be simple. It can't be complex.
We don't
And
know.
yeah, and also the character models, obviously, with all the chicks with their cleavage hanging out in the colonies because they got their corsets pushing them up.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is like way more realistic because even chicks that are kind of chunky, I've been to medieval fairs and they look pretty good in a corset. But anyways,
All right, time for some Star Wars talk.
no.
I should
Official
look
logo-
forward to
okay.
this.
Official logo for Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter. Screw you for using the original Star Wars font.
Jesus.
Starfighter.
Look at this.
That's a terrible.
Why?
I mean,
It looks like a fan-made edit.
yeah.
Like, look, we went from this to this to this perfection, and now we're jumping back to this.
I don't know. That one looks better than the one that's on the poster.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I do kind of
not
like the
that one, not that
77
one.
font as well.
Yeah, but this is
With-
this is
That's the
Starfighter
iconic one.
stuff
That's
on front of
the-
it ruins it.
like, can you get any better than the third logo?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's the perfect refined one for sure. Yeah, because it kind of
Because
just
it
looks
is
like
room for you to
italicized,
set
but
that
like front to back italicized, kind of with that second one.
It just looks so damn sexy.
Not perfection.
Do we give you
All
in the
right,
lowest
let's-
room, Brandon?
Let's
Wait,
give
what?
Brandon 5 minutes with the letters. Yeah.
But like, here's the original logo, and then this is the new one.
I'm just picturing like Felicia Hardy's in the window, like Brandon, and he's looking at that logo on his computer. He's like, hang on a second.
Oh god, Aaron Pierre is in Starfighter.
Oh,
Dude,
my.
you need to fire
Really?
your freaking agent.
Yeah, comparing the two, the first one looks better.
Well, that's because you have the best Star Wars. Oh wait, I forget. They're also doing the same shit that they did with the sequel trilogy.
Of course.
All right, so digging into more Star Wars stuff, I gotta scroll up and down my damn timeline. Darn it!
First world problems.
I truly live a privileged life. Okay. Shit logo for new Star Wars movie from Disney.
What do you
Also,
expect?
Arachnid, this is like the third profile pic change you've had on stream.
You know what? It was funny
Yeah,
though.
I know
I
she did seem a little different
'cause
from earlier.
I was wearing the Stark Industries shirt, and I'm like, how funny would it be if you're like, now switching to Star Wars, and I just pull off this shirt, and there's a Star Wars shirt. I do the Hulk Hogan.
I think ArachnidYouth is undergoing his own identity crisis arc.
Nah, it's
Shout
just
out
the
to you.
same. I'm just
Shout
universe
out to you.
hopping.
Shout out to you, Spider Files, if you understand that reference. And yes,
Yeah,
I can say Spider Files. Marvel officially calls Spider-Man fans that.
Oh, I don't like that. I prefer like webheads.
Yeah,
I like that name.
To each their own. Okay, let's kick Dave Filoni in the balls again.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that. That's tech theft.
I don't care, you son of a bitch!
What if I offer you a free cowboy hat, sir?
I'm getting my crowbar. Dave Filoni beautifully explains what Yoda's do or do not, there is no try line really means. Oh, really? So you're telling me that in the 30 years we've had since Empire first came out, we have been reading that line wrong?
The thing that
Apparently.
every kid that saw it in 1980s understood perfectly. Now 50-something-year-old Dave Filoni feels the need to make a 3-paragraph response to.
I guess so.
Jordan
Show
EU
those out.
Purist, welcome to the stream. We're kicking Dave Filoni in the balls. Wait, does he have
I'm
balls?
doing it.
He's such a pussy that we now have to question whether or not he has balls.
Jordan.
Yoda says, do or do not, there is no try. And people say, but Dave, I try all the time. I'm like, right, because you're not doing.
What?
Filoni, you don't even try, much less to do anything. Trying doesn't mean that you're winning or that you're accomplishing, but it means you're doing your best. Do your best and just get going in, and don't just half try. Don't not commit. You know, Luke isn't completely committing to his path and his journey and what he's doing. Yoda's trying to say, no, just do it, Luke. It doesn't matter if you're the best at it, but just do it and you'll learn and you'll progress.
Did he have
What?
a stroke trying to write this?
I don't-
I feel like I just had a stroke trying to fucking read it.
I got lost somewhere halfway between Yoda and Luke and what? I don't know which is more brain damaging: watching an SK video or listening to Dave Filoni speak.
I have no alcohol, nor do I have weed, so it's basically pick your poison.
Arachnid, you're enforcing negative black stereotypes.
I don't have a comeback for that. So,
I'm trying my best with the edgy humor, folks. You won't get this kind of humor elsewhere on YouTube. And for George, was always one of the most fundamental things about the Force, is it's part of something everybody has, but you have to train, you have to work, you have to learn. You know, it helps if you have a high count of midichlorians, too.
Yeah.
And as you
He's
learn...
kind of echoing a line from the Ahsoka series.
And as you learn, you grow, and that knowledge grows. It's like someone will hit the baseball better than you, faster than you when you're young. Why? They're gifted. Just like every single EU writer, and not you, Filoni. But if you train hard, if you work hard at it, you can also learn that skill. You might not ever be as good as Anakin, but you'll learn, and that's doing versus trying. And I think kids now have the opportunity to tell stories in so many ways, and I do see them doing it in ways that were completely inaccessible to me. Well, every way of telling a story is inaccessible to you, Dave. You freaking moron.
Well, that's really rude. That's really rude to say, Brandon. I don't know why. By the way, how do you like it? Who's this
John gets cowboy ranching.
Who's this John Gets Gaming? I have a feeling he's misrepresenting my identity. A non-binary.
Hey, Filoni, why was the EU supposedly non-canon?
Well, see, I'm George Lucas's apprentice, and he told me one time. He said,
fucking outfit in Clone Wars.
well, so Ahsoka and her succulent, youthful self. I don't like to throw her off whenever she's Rosario Dawson because she's so old and wrinkly. Ugh, she's like probably 25 or something. Gross. Anyway,
Dave Filoni, George Lucas wanted Ahsoka to die at the end of TCW, but you kept her alive. Care to explain why you defied his orders?
well, he passed me a secret note that I later burned that said, no matter what I say in the future, I definitely don't want Ahsoka to die, and you should probably invent time travel to revive her at some point. He told me all this in confidence.
Dave Filoni, what is your obsession with wolves?
Well, I just think that they're beautiful creatures, but with their soft undercoats and their excuse me, I need to honey, get the Ahsoka and wolf pictures again. Oh, I'm sorry. My wife is in the middle of a satanic ritual. I can't interrupt her right now.
Oh, John's back.
Some weird guy just came into my room. I don't know where he went.
Dave Filoni, he came.
Okay, first we have Wolfscar getting... Okay, we had Wolfscar getting taken over by Mandalore the Great, and now we have John being possessed by Dave Filoni. What is going on with my co-host?
It's the power of the cowboy.
And then there's me fucking dimension hopping.
It's
There may be a day where Grumpy will invade the stream.
Sooner or later, I'm probably going to get possessed by the Venom symbiote.
Oh no.
I'll become Bully Brandon. or Bully the Awesome. Now dig on this. Okay, where was I?
Rent when you fix this damn door.
Okay, where was I with... just with their phones and whatnot. And just don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid if people don't like it at first. You learn from every attempt at what you're doing, and then you become an artist. And your art is special to you because you made it. It's your point of view, and that always has value. Dave Filoni...
No, actually, your point of view doesn't always have value. It has value if it's good. Or it has a bad value.
Your life is as valuable as a summer ant.
Dave Filoni, you have about as much value as this used pregnancy test I found out back.
What the fuck?
I'm just pulling out all the random edgy humor today. Can we fire Filoni and bring back Gennady Tartakovsky? This man or woman is destroying my childhood. Nah, Gennady's busy working on reviving Conan the Barbarian.
Yes! I can't wait for that.
Me neither. Samurai Jack was so good. The final season was a bit take it or leave it, but the show was mostly pretty peak.
I can tell you, people talk about these hyped returns. I don't think there's ever been one better than probably either Samurai Jack or Dragon Ball coming back was probably like the most hyped that I've ever been because with Dragon Ball was like the original creator coming back because the live action movie pissed him off so bad. Like that's literally what happened is he saw that live action movie in like 2009 or something. He had been like retired of it, like made the final episode like over a decade prior, I think it was.
Retarded.
No, retired. But yeah, and then he saw like the live action movie and he was like, oh, I should probably make something good again. So people like basically like that's not their last memory of my franchise.
All right, so more Star Wars news, and this one, my jaw dropped when I saw Ewan McGregor saying this. Ewan McGregor would like to see an Obi-Wan and Hera romance in an upcoming Star Wars project.
What?
I got very excited when Mary started working on Ahsoka. I thought maybe this is the big love story, Obi-Wan and Hera.
Oh, it's because he's married to Mary Elizabeth Winstead, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that, but I was going to say it's hilarious because first off, Obi-Wan is an old man by the time Hera's around. B, Hera does get married to another Jedi, fake Jedi.
He dies.
Star Wars Warthog. And second off, Obi-Wan, you die a virgin.
Damn.
Yeah.
But then again, he died living a life of celibacy, so I respect him for it. As all Jedi do.
Wait until Obi-Wan season 2. Maybe he bangs the ghost of Sabine or something.
Except maybe Ayla Secura, because she definitely probably banged Kit Fisto.
Ooh. Well, his name's Fisto for a reason.
Yeah!
Did you also see about the live-action Clone Wars proposal?
Oh, crap, I'm not...
I've seen that shit rumored sometimes. I didn't know.
I have too. I don't think it's legit.
Yeah.
It better not be.
It randomly comes up like every time one of these live action projects has anything from the Clone Wars, but I feel like it's always just been, it's never like from an official source of any type. So
I don't know which one of my guys is going to crash out over this. I just from NW Bro Janeway. I just realized that George Lucas retconning the Mandalorians into pacifists in TCW, despite being a gross overcorrection, was done entirely to stop Karen Travis being a cringe boomer and ruining Mandalorians further. I kneel, George.
What?
What?
That wasn't... What?
You do know that Karen Travis is the reason everybody loves Mandalorians, for the most part. Also, no wonder you have a terrible take. You have Captain Janeway both in your profile name and your profile photo, and she's the worst captain out of any captain from real Star Trek. At least according to my uncle.
I have heard she's like somewhat insane.
My uncle also says she's not that attractive. Not like he says she's probably a 4 if he's drinking.
Yeah, I mean, she's really not a babe by any measure, you know, whether you're looking at any aspect of it.
Oh God, this one also kind of pissed me off because of how Disney has treated them. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight. For more lightsaber action, watch The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan Kenobi streaming on Disney+. Why did you skip out on Empire?
Because there's no good lightsaber fights in Empire, Brandon. Name one like memorable lightsaber fight from Empire.
The one lightsaber fight that's in the movie: Luke versus Darth Vader.
The one that leads to the reveal.
Who has ever rewatched that even once? I mean, come on.
Me.
Nothing like Ahsoka season 1. Hello.
Yeah, peak lightsaber, bro.
Way more iconic, obviously. Like whenever she was getting shot at, and she went and like 50-year-old Rosario Dawson was like,
No, the only good thing about the Ahsoka show was Hayden Christensen twirling a lightsaber around because it shows he still got it.
Hayden Christensen going to hit Ahsoka and having to pause because she's so slow.
Yeah, this is like my favorite things I like to talk about. Hayden never really stopped practicing even after like the original movies and the prequel movies ended. So when it came to doing lightsaber duels, they literally had to tell him to slow down in order to so Rosario Dawson could keep up.
They can't. So like in the part where she's supposed to steal his lightsaber, they have to do it under the camera because she couldn't actually do it on camera.
Do it.
This is why I feel so bad for Hayden Christensen, both for how he was treated for playing Anakin in the prequel days, and for the fact that Disney is now exploiting him to hell and back.
Yeah, it's crazy how fans used to hate on him, and then all of a sudden he's back. They now love him. Like, what the hell?
I always loved him.
Yeah,
and that's because Anakin Skywalker is just simply the GOAT.
Yeah, I always loved Hayden's. Well, to be fair, it was like the first ever portrayal of Anakin Skywalker, and Hayden
besides Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
Also, so a little. Okay, hang on. I should get to some comments first. Apparently, Mahler Helldiver, welcome to the stream. Don't know if I welcomed you, dude. Apparently, Mahler said Filoni is running out of chances to save Disney stars because of Andor doing damage to his universe. I haven't seen Andor, so I can't respond to his take.
No, I don't like that take of theirs because they always try and make it like, oh, now that Andor's out, people realize how crap Disney Star Wars is. And it's like, well, first of all, it is Disney Star Wars. And second of all, like, people were calling it crap way before then. Like, I don't know. It's not like Andor didn't cause some great shift because nobody fucking watched Andor, first of all.
We were calling Disney Star Wars shit before it was cool.
Yeah, I think they're saying like, oh, now the shills can't even defend it. Like they've changed their tune. I feel like the shills don't even talk about Andor.
And even if that was good, that's just one show out of what, like 5, 6 projects?
10.
Yeah,
something like that.
Like I would get what they're saying if I thought it was a good show because it's like, oh yeah, like you figured out that like they could make modern good Star Wars, but the problem is it's not. It's just and the fact of the low viewership too. Like if it got
they had to throw it over on
viewership,
Hulu in order to try and boost the numbers.
They did that. They showed the first season like on network television, like I think it was like before football games or something, because they were trying to get people hooked onto the first few episodes, and then they also to get in the Nielsen ratings, because those goes by watch minutes, they had to, that's why they released it 3 episodes at a time, so they could say it charted every week, because they gave them a lot more minutes to watch. Like if you ever see shows like grouped like that, that's probably the reason why, is because they want to say it's a success by saying it made the ratings.
A quick thing. I actually told Lucky Kennedy that the Crystal Star is better than Andor, and he had a complete crash out over it.
Oh, I saw him like posting about that. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is insanity now."
I gotta tell people the truth. Crystal Star is just simply better.
The Crystal
You're
Star,
insane.
Star
Okay,
Diva,
so
Jaina and Jason Adventures.
Yes, Waru. We can't forget Waru.
The War Room.
Okay, so I responded to this because I thought this as extremely stupid. The Sensational suit is the perfect Spider-Man suit for trans folk because you can wear it pre and post transition. These are 2 completely different characters, by the way.
Imagine thinking about this shit all the time to the point where you're reading a perfectly normal comic and you're like, this is perfect for trans people.
Who thinks about this type of shit when they're reading story? Because like there's like this trend going on where they make Peter trans for whatever reason, but they just draw a woman and then just place the trans label on it. It's just a gender bend. Just say it's a gender bend.
Look, I don't go for that gender bending stuff because I think it's like, well, they look perfectly men and women look perfectly fine as they are.
Well,
I don't want to
one, sure.
But like this is why gatekeeping is necessary, to keep freaks like this from just coming into our fandoms and trying to pull shit like this. This is Ben Reilly. This is Mayday Parker. This is elementary school knowledge.
Also, Ben
They didn't
Reilly
teach that in
was
my
a
elementary
grown-ass-
school.
Also, Ben Reilly was a grown ass man when he wore that suit. Like, Mayday's like in high school at this time.
I don't think he read the comics before he made this post.
What?
What's reading?
I mean, like, you don't like the Dewey Decimal System or something, man? You got all this reading.
What's that?
To quote Star Wars normie.
All right, so we're pulling another trick out of our hat. The Jimmy Olsen series is officially titled The People vs. Gorilla Grodd. The series follows Jimmy Olsen investigating if Gorilla Grodd was wrongly convicted of murdering his father, the king of Gorilla City.
What?
As Stone Cold
Who
once
asked
said.
for this?
What?
Literally, who the fuck asked for this shit?
Oh my god.
Nobody. Who wanted a Jimmy Olsen-led project? Nobody. I'd rather watch Gorilla Grodd. I'd rather watch Gorilla Grodd fight the Flash. Assuming the Flash is played by Grant Gustin and not Ezra Miller.
Oh, come on. Ezra Miller's a great actor, I was told back in a few years ago.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, but wasn't he involved in a situation where he kidnapped a girl? And
So
ran
he
a half
strangled some people. He did a little grooming, did a little kidnap. I mean, who hasn't? But still.
But yeah, seriously,
make a
who
few
asked for
dozen
this?
mistakes, and geez.
This is the equivalent. Like, this is the equivalent of throwing stupid shit at the wall and praying something sticks. nobody asked for this. Also,
It ain't gonna stick.
Also, look, it was bad enough when you turned Jimmy Olsen into an undercover CIA agent into Snyderverse and then killed him.
What?
No, seriously, that's
It
what
was
they
in
do
the
with Jimmy
extended
Olsen
edition.
in Batman v Superman. He's an undercover CIA agent.
Yeah,
That's
it's in the
great.
extended edition of BVS. They're like,
Huh.
he's shown his press credentials. Whenever Lois is visiting the African warlord in the beginning, he's found out the guy who's like little camera. They find the bug in, and then they crush it, and then they shoot him. It's Jimmy Olsen, apparently.
Huh.
But you somehow made it worse because now in this new one, for some reason, Jimmy has like mega riz because every single woman just wants to screw with him.
Dude, they tried to do that with the Supergirl TV show. They made him like a tall, dark, and handsome guy, and it was so freaking weird. It's like, why are you doing this with Jimmy Olsen?
Jimmy Olsen is supposed to be the guy whose face you just kind of want to punch, even though he's a really nice and dorky guy.
He's like, hey there, Clark, I'm your biggest fan. Whoa.
Like, come on. This is why I'm so glad my first exposure to Superman television was the Dean Cain show.
You mean that racist?
Dean Cain played an actually really good Superman. I actually really liked his show.
With Terry Hatcher.
Who did that person
Lois
play?
Lane, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. She was a Bond girl back in the 90s. I might be getting her last name
Damn.
slightly wrong. I know it's Terry. I think it's either Thatcher or Hatcher. But anyways, she was Xenia on a top. Get it? On top. Because she would scissor dudes to death. She'd clamp her legs around them and squeeze the air out.
All right.
And then she was on Desperate Housewives.
Danger Dan 45. Hey guys, just got here. What are we talking about? Oh, you brace yourself because we're about to talk about something involving puppets.
Ooh,
The
Oh,
Muppets.
I think I know
like
what it is.
the Muppets or some silly show.
Oh.
We got a glimpse in the episode promo, and here's our first proper look at the Strange New Worlds crew as puppets from this week's new episode, Level 5 Transporter Accident.
What?
Oh, isn't that
What?
fun?
Is it
what is-
Star Trek? Oh.
Star Trek, what have
Yeah,
they done to
I
you?
was thrown
You
off
don't
there.
recognize it? It's definitely Star Trek.
This isn't Star Trek! This is somebody making a parody of Star Trek!
Oh, okay. Makes more sense.
What in the name of the Sam Hill are you doing over there, Alex Kurtzman? I pray to God that the rumors are true, and not only is he getting kicked out, but the new Star Trek movie is going to ignore everything he did.
Honestly.
Would be
my-
nice.
I just
It's very jarring.
words cannot describe.
Well, they already
What
had
I
a
feel.
musical episode in Strange New Worlds.
Oh God, I heard about that one.
We will slay you, betray you, said the Klingon.
This can't be real. You're joking, right? Oh no, I am not kidding. Also, Mike C. the Scout, welcome to the stream. The shows are
Thanks,
now
dude.
like we all predicted are attacking the OT. Well, of course they are. They've been doing that for years. They've been failing, but they have been doing it.
I feel like
God,
that
this
goes all the
is-
way back to old Nasser with his, why is he touching her finger?
Apparently, the puppet matter from Little Ricky got cross-wired.
As well, something about the puppet's quantum particulates caused the energy in the transporter to expand outward.
Hang on a minute. Yeah.
What?
This makes the Space Hippies episode of the original series look like Shakespeare in comparison.
The crazy thing is, it turns out this whole episode was Spock's dream. Whoa.
Now, see, guys,
Are you
we're all
kidding me?
worked up about it.
Yeah, it was literally like Spock got like in a shuttle accident, and then he woke up like mind melding with the Pring, and they're acting like, what puppets?
Oh Christ! I forgot they brought T'Pring into this episode.
Huh.
Of course.
I forgot T'Pring's in this episode. Because I was like, why did you have to remind me of the one episode where she was a villain and Spock almost killed Kirk in a mating ritual?
Meh.
The entire
Oh, Star Trek, how
So
far you
basically,
fallen?
Now we're all puppets except for Spock.
Yes.
Look on the bright side, Lieutenant Ortegas. And
Justice
what
for
would
Star Trek Enterprise.
Wait, does that person actually always talk like that in the show, I wonder? Or is it just
Yeah,
'cause
that's
they're
how
a
Pelia
puppet?
talks. That's literally how she sounds.
Oh. Yeah, that's great to have in a show.
My dad stopped watching the show after the actor for Christopher Pike suffered from TDS.
We got that's who it was reminding me of. Marge Simpson at the Star Trek Academy, like modern Marge Simpson voice actor. Can't even do it without coughing.
Try doing that voice for 30 seasons of a TV show.
would that be? Oh, I didn't have one. I thought you might do.
I can't even.
God.
These
Okay, I'm
puppets look horrendous.
It
too.
sounds like a little kid trying to do like a foreign accent in a silly way.
What the fuck am I looking at?
A puppet.
Kurtzman Trek.
Isn't it cool? It
Yeah,
looks like
go
they have
Jim
like
Henson.
Am I sure I didn't get fucking Bill Cosby? What the fuck is this shit?
yeah, it's not even like a good puppet. Like I've seen Dark Crystal and shit.
Jim Henson Company. This is not.
Nope.
Oh, speaking of Jim Henson, real quick. So you know how they release the monster cereals every time around this time of year?
Yeah.
Last year, they actually paired up with the Jim Henson Company to make them into puppet mascots, and they actually
I
look
got
really
those.
good.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because like on the 1st of September, I usually just go through and buy all the Halloween shit in the store.
I live for Halloween, and
Including
yes,
Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and what's the other one? Boo Berry that nobody gets. Anyways,
Damn.
fuck
by
you,
the way,
Boo Berry.
this is the year I watched Shaun of the Dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Good movie.
Hey, Brandon, go down to the Winchester, grab a pint, wait for this whole thing to blow over.
He's
It's
not my
all in the
boyfriend.
fucking morning.
He's not my boyfriend. Thanks, babe. Another Simpsons movie is being made right now. It's a good idea they end the show with a second movie. Yeah, but the problem is they probably don't bring back any of the good writers.
Sadly.
Or they
Speaking
won't
of
end it.
Conan,
Sith
And plus,
Invaders in, by the way.
Really gonna fucking end the show right there?
I mean, they
I'm-
kind of have to at a certain point because the voice actors are like literally dying off or getting very aged.
They'll
But
do
don't
it
you know,
for
we can
90.
recreate actors via AI. They did that with Val Kilmer.
That's true.
What?
We can just go unlimited episodes now.
Scotty really screwed the pooch on this one.
Oh, God, they brought Scotty into this?
Yeah, he
Well,
was
yeah, it's the
there,
original-
Montgomery Scott, one of my favorite Star Trek characters.
Yeah, so Scotty, it's all
Why?
like the original, not creators, all the original characters, because it's the original crew. It's Pike was the captain in the pilot episode.
He was the second captain of the USS Enterprise after Captain Robert April. I want to see a good Star Trek show with Robert April as captain.
That would be pretty sweet.
Hey, his wife was the medical surgeon too.
Hey! Okay, Scotty, I want you immediately working on a solution.
Yeah, I'm on it, Captain, of course.
You can't even do a good Scottish accent.
Yeah, I'm on it, Captain. I'm like totally Scottish. Oh, I sound just like the critical drinker right now, don't I?
What is
No,
this?
It'll be
This is
fine.
an insult to James Doohan.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. There, that's my
Simon
Scottish.
Oh, she's gone.
Simon Pegg did a way better job, and he was in the J.J. Abrams movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Reminded me of-
slightly more complicated problem.
Hey,
than I
Brandon, my name is
Oh,
Khan.
Wait, somebody say something real quick.
Yeah, he just said, I was doing the, what is
Khan
it, Into Darkness, yeah. But no, Somebody said the pause image because they were
the image you paused it on.
the noodle hair woman.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I feel like eating spaghetti all of a sudden.
It reminds me of how Merida looks in the Xbox 360 version of the Brave video game. Now, if you excuse me, I'm having Merida's hair cooking for dinner.
I just played the PS3 version of that. I could have gone for the platinum, but I didn't feel like it.
Hey, if you get the Xbox 360 version, it comes with a Kinect mode.
Great.
Oh no.
Something else I can ignore.
It can refit
You mean their rip-off iToy?
Hey, we got the galactic dance-off out of it.
Han Solo.
Yeah, the Han Solo song. You can't go.
That is
wrong with
peak.
that.
Galactic Dance-Off is the only reason you'd probably want to buy Kinect Star Wars. And yes, I will buy Kinect Star Wars one day. I am that diehard Star Wars fan.
I'm Han Solo.
Someday I'll add it to
Han
my
Solo.
collection.
I think it's more the Xbox fanboy coming out, but all right.
Hey! Look, man, just because I love the Xbox and the Xbox 360, because I grew up with a 360 as my first console.
And the Kinect, no.
I didn't grow up with a Kinect, actually. My dad didn't buy one.
Just an engineering problem. It's also a medical problem.
As in, what the hell did we just turn into?
My worst nightmare made flesh.
And what parts of our genome work or don't work?
Are we sex dolls?
No, you don't have the mouths for it.
We can restitch them.
I don't even think the Jim Henson Company worked on this.
Problem is, now that we're puppets, most of us anyway, we can't do anything we usually do on the ship.
I give this ship a few months before it hurtles crashing into orbit.
Please let it be sooner.
Sorry, but it's only a few months because of that one episode where Kirk is by himself on the Enterprise while everyone gets infected with space spores. That is actually one of my favorite episodes, and that's purely because I love Kirk.
We are Charlie Kirk.
I meant Captain James T. Kirk, but that's also another great Kirk.
I can't operate phasers or control any of the ship's weapons. My communication.
Well, you can't drive anyway. You're a woman. Anyway.
Wow.
This is why we only have men on the helm. Wesley Crusher does a better job than a woman. And he's Wesley Crusher.
Hang on there, Brandon. A show all about talking, a woman would be more than qualified for. But all right. Enough of my sexism.
Fingers. Nothing recognizes our fingers.
I don't recognize you.
So, all the jobs on the ship.
This sounds like a lot. How are we going to operate the Enterprise?
Better question. How is this freaking Star Trek?
How am I going to voice over a puppet? I'll just do my weird accent.
God, this show just makes me want to... Just seeing a mere section of this show just makes me want to claw my skin off. I want to go New 52 Joker, just cut my face off and start laughing uncontrollably.
Alternatively, John Travolta. I want his face off. 1997.
His face on his face, like in Face Off.
1997. Everybody go watch it.
Also, the guy who does Spock is just really bad at trying to convey no emotion. He looks constipated.
Oh, he's constantly emotive. I know that from the new shows.
Oh yeah, Spock cries.
Because they're like one little, like, they try and get a dramatic moment every time by saying, what if Spock got angry? What if Spock cried? What if Spock... It's like, yes, I get it. Spock showing emotion. It's a very epic moment the first time that you do it, and then it immediately loses all of its effectiveness because you spam it all the time to the point where he's just a normal person now.
There's a SpongeBob and One Piece crossover as McDonald toys next month. Oh, I am certainly aware of that.
I'm going to be the king of the pirates, Patrick.
Didn't we base the last movie all over that, and we had a billboard that ruined everyone's day?
I'm just waiting for Fucking, they're gonna do the first like big fight where he gets stabbed and is like bleeding out of his mouth and everything. Only they have to do it in SpongeBob style.
Somebody please do that.
It's like, Patrick, this is going to shorten my lifespan with this next move that I do, but I'll crush him into the earth.
All right. Okay, I suppose it is time for us to rip this Band-Aid off.
Oh.
Because this is... And I think we might have a few videos to react to for this. First look at Eddie Brock in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. Josh King will voice the character. Well, good to know Disney finally remembered Eddie Brock exists after ignoring him for their past 3 Venom storylines. Or was it
Whatever,
2?
Parker. I'm going to destroy you. God, please kill Peter Parker.
That is unironically a much better Venom than any other version that Disney can cook up. Or Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's attempt.
Pretending that Spider-Man 3 isn't a good movie. It's cinema. I'm tired of pretending.
The how it should have ended did nail it though. Whenever they're like, sir, there's a weight distribution in our experiment. Oh, it's probably just a bird or something. Well, why don't you go out there and check it instead of being lazy? Wait, no, my daughter's sick. You don't understand. I can do whatever I want.
And fun fact, that one scientist character does return in like subsequent movies. Here's a bright idea.
Thing. Oh yeah. Here's a bright idea. Oh, that's right. On the how it should have ended. Yeah, he's always like, here's a bright idea, and then some fucking really like normal opinion. The Venom mask. He's like, hey Parker, I'm gonna destroy you. He's like, your mask isn't that scary when you peel it off every time that you go to talk. He's like, I'm gonna destroy you, Parker. Shut up.
You think you're gonna kill me? This is my 3rd movie, dude. Spider-Man 3, amigo.
But it is a good movie overall. I would agree. Especially
can you really get any better than Bully Maguire? No, you can't.
My favorite part of that was the fight with Goblin Jr. because it was like a really intense fight, but then they throw in little bits of humor too. Like,
Peter whooped the fucking dog shit out of Harry. Plus the aerial battles, the symbiote effects looked menacing and creepy.
Sandman the Sandman sequence when he's pulling himself back together for the first time is really well done.
Oh, he's got the locket.
The symbiote suit looks like an actual cloth suit since it's trying to mimic and blend in with Peter's like regular wardrobe.
Oh, I will say the game for Spider-Man 3, much like it really justified that final boss fight a lot more than how the movie set it up. Because they have Venom kidnap his daughter and have her like hanging from a tree. Yeah. And then he's like, you got to help me kill Spider-Man, otherwise I'll kill your daughter. And I was like, oh, that's actually a much more clever setup than just like, you don't like Spider-Man. I don't like Spider-Man.
You want to kill the spider.
Like, I don't think Sandman actually gives a shit about killing Spider-Man. I think he's just mad at him for interfering with getting his money that one time.
Gotta hit the hay. Good night, chat. Mike C, welcome.
I will say the movie game depends. Like a lot of people get flack to the movie game as much as I love it. I do have to admit, the movie game depends on you actually seeing the movie to understand some of the things that happen.
Oh yeah, I like how they added the Morbius and Lizard storylines though.
Yeah, because like when it comes to the actual movie plots, I feel like they kind of phoned it in for those. Because
especially in 2.
In the I feel like they expounded on it quite a bit in for 2, but in 3, that's kind of the worst offender. Because in the movie, they give the context that Peter is mad at Sandman because he killed Uncle Ben, and he just found out and he wants revenge. In the movie game, they never have that context whatsoever. When he gets the black suit, he just attacks Sandman.
Yeah, they work it in as like he's generally like trying to get off of the suit in the game, and then like Sandman, just because he's kind of unbeatable without it, he's like kind of forced back into using the black suit right when he should be trying to kick the addiction.
Yeah, I got to play the PS2 version of Spider-Man.
Oh, wait,
3.
are you talking about the PS2 version? Because I'm talking about the PC version.
Oh,
yeah, the
okay.
PC version, it doesn't have like that added context.
Yeah, because the whole first part of the fight, you're like trying to throw him into trains and it's not doing any damage. And Peter's like, and he says like beforehand, because he's had a couple like snappy moments where he's like noticed that he's changing his attitude. And he's like, I gotta lay off the black suit for a while. And then like as the fight goes on, he's like, I really don't want to use the black suit, but like this guy is like making it impossible. And he's like, and he gradually is just frustrated into using it again.
Gotta play that game.
It
also has the best bit. It also has the best bit of Tobey Maguire actually giving a shit in one of these games. All those tests and nothing.
I think that's definitely one of his best performances in Spider-Man.
I like
MJ?
Bruce Campbell.
No,
in it.
I have not figured anything. I have not solved it yet. Don't call back.
He's like, no, I haven't figured anything out yet. Don't call back.
Yeah, for
all those tests and nothing.
The Spider-Man 2 game, at least on the PS2 version though, it's like the main like movie storyline is so bare bones because they spend a lot of time with Black Cat, which I like. I actually like that story because it's like, you know, this is you like saying fuck all responsibility, like just live your life and like have fun like me.
They had to find a stand-in for like the Spider-Man No More storyline because the game would have been hella boring if you spent a portion of it like powerless and
I don't know.
shit.
I don't know. Having an entire game, having a game where you get to basically play raindrops is falling on my head sequence. I don't know. That sounds like it could make a lot of money.
You just have to
because you have the Insomniac games.
Oh yeah. Well, except even whenever you're playing as a normal person in that, when you marry Jane, you're still like super powered somehow.
Oh, trust me. We'll get to that. What's up, Brandon? Anthony Gearch, welcome to the stream. I'm extremely disappointed what's the recent news about the Wolverine game, but I'm just such a big fan of Wolverine that I want to see how gruesome it's going to be. Oh, trust me, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. You'll see. But first, I want to cover more of this because this really pisses me off because they dared make a second season of this. First, look at Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2.
Oh no.
They should have made an Acolyte
Spider-Gwen's
season
gonna
2.
be in it.
Yes. She's
Remember
going to be in it.
Spider-Gwen was a multiverse character? I do. Apparently these other guys don't.
Remember when Gwen Stacy was Peter's love interest who died? I do. I just want
Remember when she stayed dead? I do.
Remember when MJ was just like a normal person who didn't need to be involved in action sequences?
I do. Remember when Peter was
Parker
happy, married?
With a hot supermodel wife? I do.
You're in the doghouse now, dude.
Remember when Peter Parker actually went out on a date with Invisible Woman? I do.
He what?
He actually went on a date with Invisible Woman. I believe it's
about that.
He actually went on a date with her during the Untold Tales of Spider-Man.
I wonder how Reed felt about that.
Oh no, it wasn't Reed because I don't think it was Reed. But I think it was definitely Johnny that it got under his skin.
He's like, yeah, I webbed her up, if you know what I mean. He's like,
oh god,
Spider-Man. he goes to Jameson's office. He's like, here's his secret identity.
I have pictures.
Rodri, Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield is better than Tobey Maguire. I'll let ArachnidYouth take this.
Hang on, I know who you are. I know where you live. So if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to come over there and strangle you.
Wow, threatening violence on stream. The opinions of ArachnidYouth are not those of the Brandon of the Awesomecast.
No, I'm messing with. That's actually my girlfriend. She just stopped by to say hi.
Oh, for the first time. Well,
oh nice.
She knows. She knows. She purposely says that to mess with me. She knows I love Tobey.
Okay. I bid the lovely lady a grand warm welcome.
Arachnid Brandon, I actually like Spider-Gwen. She's one of my favorite Spider characters. But I prefer her when she's either 20 or 21 because she has more experience.
I don't mind
like Miles. I liked it better when she was in her own universe doing her own thing. But now they brought her over to 616, and now she's everywhere now. And now her charm is gone.
Okay, so I don't know if this is a weird take, but it's like I like the concept. I just feel like it would have. I think it would have been much more interesting if it was like, what if 616 Gwen was bitten by the spider, and how she would have dealt with having powers and working in like roughly the same events that Peter did, because they kind of did the same thing in an old What If comic where it was like, what if Flash Thompson was bitten by the spider? What if Betty Brant was bitten by the spider? What if
what if Jameson was bitten?
That's what I was gonna say. What if Jason? He'd be like, "I'm a menace."
It's like I think that was just a much more interesting idea that shows that Peter just has this, he has the mentality, he has the wits, he has the guts to be able to be Spider-Man, and these people don't, because Betty gets too frightened of her own spider strength and relies on her webbing too much. Flash Thompson's an idiot and gets himself killed trying to fight the Vulture without web shooters. And I forget what happens with John.
You're talking about the original version. I'm thinking like the newer version.
Oh no,
Flash. He doesn't have web shooters. He just relies on his strength, and he's a hothead. And he gets pissed at Peter because he's taking pictures of him doing all this stuff, but the Bugle keeps like dragging his name through the mud. At least this time, reasonably so. And then when Peter tries to like reconcile with him or talk to him about it, Flash just straight up fucking kills him.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, wasn't it?
I didn't even think Flash would have it in him to do that.
Now, to be fair with Flash, it was completely by accident because he just punched Peter and it fucking killed him. So afterwards, because the reason why is Peter was trying to track down Spider-Man so he could get his help to get a cure for his Aunt May. So after that happened, Flash gets the cure, has like the "if this be my destiny" moment, but it's a little different because Flash doesn't feel worthy to be Spider-Man after what happened with Peter. So he gets the cure for Aunt May and turns himself in.
I kind of like the original better, but that's because I'm just biased towards classic Marvel. I hated when they brought her over to 616. I preferred Earth 65 and the visual style that it had in Edge of Spider-Verse, and I really liked how Frank Castle in that universe was a dirty cop. Congratulations, cool. You just made me hate the Spider-Gwen universe without even trying. How dare they do that to Frank Castle? Frank Castle is a Vietnam War veteran.
It's a different universe. They can take liberties.
Yeah, but this was around the time that Marvel started hating the Punisher. And come on, the Punisher.
True.
What?
I said true.
Come on, the Punisher is a badass.
I think he has too much plot armor.
He is.
Just because he's a normal human and he doesn't die.
Ghost Rider used his penance stare on him once, and he was like, "I don't feel guilty for anything." It's not the penance. It's not the guilt stare. It's the penance stare. You're not supposed to feel guilty. You're supposed to feel the pain of all the shit you've inflicted onto others.
But he didn't do anything wrong.
That's not the point of the penance stare.
he clearly killed them before they could feel pain.
One of my favorite parts about Frank Castle's character in the origin of 6 comics is that he didn't think he was a hero. He was painfully self-aware that he was a cancer. Yeah, well, he goes after the worst of the worst. And
yeah, he doesn't really try sugarcoating it. He's like, I kill the worst of the worst. Part of me feels like I'm just as bad as them, but there's a difference between me and them. I don't try. He doesn't necessarily try to justify it to himself. He just knows I know I'm a horrible person.
And he doesn't hurt innocent people.
Yeah, that's like the big difference. It's like it's not just I don't kill or I do kill, and that's the only morality gauge. It's like, well, no, I kill people who are going to endanger other people in the future or kill other people in the future that are innocent and haven't done anything. Like I'll kill in self-defense versus I'll kill just randomly or to get myself wealth or something.
I think my favorite comics is when he goes after child predators. First one.
Are you talking about Punisher Max?
Yeah, because the first one he basically baits them through an online chat room. And the second one, he actually tracks down a family that good lord, is making movies with their own children.
Oh,
where
yeah.
He kills them and basically notes that the little girl might be able to recover somewhat from what happened because she looked young enough to, at the very least, forget. But the boys, he knew he was going to be seeing them much later down the line.
Oh, basically, like they were so scarred they were going to fall into a life of crime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Did you literally just try and pay Jason Aaron of all people a compliment? I'm sorry, man. I just lost a lot of respect for you if you tried to do that.
Oh, come on.
It's Jason Aaron.
Aaron's-
He's produced nothing but complete shit.
Jason Aaron's runs for Ghost Rider was legendary. He literally made it that Spirits of Vengeance were Angels of Justice to justify how OP was because it was getting ridiculous.
No, thank you. Jason Aaron can go screw himself.
Hey, well,
you want to
that
know how
pain
bad
chats
he is?
my ass so much I gotta drink another beer.
You want to know how bad? You want to know how bad Jason Aaron is? I was at a comic convention 2 years ago. Well, I was at a comic convention actually last year where he was there and nobody was in line to see him.
Ooh,
nobody.
Jesus.
Well, that's because you took a picture during his off hours to make him try to look bad. That's what they said whenever Nerdrotic was
I'll
taking.
say that does sound like a plausible reason as to why this the spirits are so strong.
Confederacy of Dunces is one of the funniest and worst Punisher stories. Punisher somehow can take on Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Wolverine all at once with little to no prep. Okay,
Yeah,
that is
that's
getting
why I talk about
ridiculous.
that's why I talk about when his fucking plot armor. Like he somehow is able to surprise Spider-Man and knock him out. Mind you, Frank Castle is just a normal human being with guns. You know, the same type of shit Spider-Man has to deal with on a hourly basis.
Punisher, why don't you explain that? Well, Red, come on, man.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on.
Yeah, let me
Jason
tell you
Aaron
something.
also wrote Punisher Max. No, he didn't. That was Garth Ennis, you idiot.
Hang on, let me Google this.
One thing I can't stand whenever people get facts wrong, I'm gonna need another beer.
Garth Ennis wrote Punisher Max, you moron.
Where
Yeah,
did
there's one thing
Jason
I can't
Aaron
stand.
Right. What the fuck does Afmon have to do with this shit?
Asmon? Gold?
No, Afmon. Okay, for those who don't know or isn't really into Minecraft, she's like a Minecraft YouTuber that has her own series.
Minecraft? That game came out forever
Oh, wait,
ago. Surely
Afmao.
people have beaten it by now.
Afmon, yeah.
My sister used to like her for a bit.
Oh, nope. Yep. Jason Aaron actually was involved with Punisher Max as a writer.
This is how I know I'm an old man, because I just can't
Oh.
play the same game forever. I don't get how anybody can do that.
Well, you should have rephrased it as Jason Aaron was a writer on Punisher Max rather than he wrote it, because no, Garth Ennis's Punisher Max run is legendary. Also, that's not how the pen and stare works. Galactus got screwed over hard by that in the 90s Fantastic Four cartoon. Punisher would be on his knees weeping for all the people he punished.
Nah, he's too tough for that. He overpowered it.
How the fuck does one overpower the penance?
He's like Batman, or Goku, where Goku's like, oh, you can freeze time. Well, I'll just power up so that you can't freeze time anymore. It's like, what the fuck? How does that? What?
you Punisher yelling at lungs.
Well, let's Scott
Punisher's
Snyder
like, sorry, I'm
into the
too
room.
angry. I'm too angry for your penance stare. I overpower with my mind. And he's just like, what? That doesn't. What?
6 issues later, he's still going through it.
Not trying to spread misinformation. It's just what I heard from word of mouth. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
what I
because
heard is
Googling it, Aaron is credited as the writer for Punisher Max. Now,
I know
he
Garth.
might be
I know
one
Garth
of the
Ennis
writers.
was Garth Ennis wrote it, and his run is legendary. In fact, it was like the 2004 Thomas St. Jane movie is inspired by Punisher Max.
Oh yeah, he took over after Garth Ennis.
And the book
Oh.
possibly really dipped in quality after that.
Speaking of the movies, though, holy cow, the Ray Stevenson Punisher Warzone, that has to be one of the most underrated comic book movies ever. That shit was
Which one?
amazing. The Punisher Warzone with
Oh.
Ray Stevenson as the Punisher. I found that movie it's like such gory fun. And now I like Friday the 13th movies and shit. So the fact that it had some of the coolest kills was like big for me.
I mean, also Ray Stevenson just looks like the Punisher. Like he's a walking.
That was the other
tank.
thing. He's very good at playing like the stoic ex-military, like that type, which I actually gave Aaron Pierre some credit for in the Lantern show. That's one of the few things I feel like he carries himself like a former military man. Ray Stevenson, he fucking nails Frank Castle in that movie. Not in like a gay sort of way, like he plays the role well.
Hey.
Easy there, John.
Well, I just because of the phrasing, I felt like I should clarify. He nails Frank Castle.
I feel like I should be quoting that one show with the phrasing line, but I can't remember it right now.
Archer.
Archer. Never watched it.
Oh man, you're missing out on that. Archer Vice is probably my favorite season when they go and start smuggling cocaine and his one fat coworker gets super skinny because she's literally just munching on blocks of cocaine.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Pam, it's fucking hilarious show.
I'm trying to find a specific video for us to react to. And
Anthony said, I don't know how you guys feel about Punisher in the MCU, but I'm not particularly a big fan of him. But John Bernthal is a great performance. I agree. I didn't really watch the Punisher TV show. I just watched the clips where he showed up in Daredevil. And him and John Bernthal and Charlie Cox really do play off each other really well.
I will say this. I've seen clips of John Berthal's acting, and no offense to him, but I don't think he's a very good Punisher. I mean, when you're literally clipped for doing the no. Wait.
No, when you see the scene in context, you're fucking horrified.
Yeah, I think my main problem with it is it's fine to do once, but he tries to do it for every dramatic moment now with the Punisher character, and it gets really old really fast. So it's like, you got to vary it up a little bit.
Okay, I just got to look him up because we got to go.
No, I have not. What is Species? Moment stepped into body horror of biomechanical dread.
Hey, just a lonely Strider. Welcome to the stream. Also, Punisher somehow snuck into Stark Industries, bypassed all security, knocked out Tony Stark, and hijacked an Iron Man armor with near full knowledge on how to use it.
He's in the military.
Yeah, wasn't that the
problem
War
with
Machine
Punisher?
armor?
I will say the Punisher books, at their worst, fall into a problem of gimmick writing.
It's kind of like the Batman, where it's like, how can he do that? Well, because he's Punisher.
Well, yeah, it's like the issue of they instead of just trying to, because some of these comics do try to give a justifiable reason where you go, okay, in context that makes sense, but when they just do stupid shit like that without an actual explanation, it's like you're upscaling Punisher and making the rest of the heroes look fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it's
like the same issue because I was watching a video earlier talking about like Joker and how he has a lot of plot armor in the DC universe. It's like he's doing all this crazy shit. Like, okay, he's a clown prince of crime. He makes jokes and puns and crazy scenarios. He's not a mechanics engineer. He's not a nuclear physicist. What the fuck do you mean he took apart a nuclear missile and put it back together with perfect accuracy? Where did he learn this?
I always think this would be animated series. I'm like, how does he afford all these things?
I think the worst it ever gets for Joker prep is when they did the setup for the Batman Who Laughs.
I don't like Batman Who Laughs.
I don't either, but it was like here's what Joker does in that one. He kills all of Batman's villains. He blows up a bunch of hospitals and other places in Gotham. He managed to capture Batman, put him in Crime Alley, and forces him to relive his trauma all over again by bringing in parents with their kids and shoots the parents dead.
Oh my God! Does Batman go? No! Wait!
Batman breaks free. No. What happens is Batman breaks free and then kills the Joker by snapping his neck, which causes Joker gas to come out of Joker's mouth, and that infects Batman and turns him into the Batman Who Laughs. Like, Batman doesn't even try to fight it or anything.
This is like Disney Thrawn. He's like, this is all part of my plan. Only Joker's a little bit smarter than that because his plans like actually bear fruit.
Punisher prep and Joker prep is beyond ridiculous. They are nowhere near as wealthy and intelligent as Batman. Yet those two managed to make universes bend the knee to them somehow. Okay,
Well, Frank's intelligent. He was in the military.
Yeah,
he's actually. I will say the thing about Punisher is he is very scarily smart.
Yeah,
like tactically kind of smart.
Brandon, I may not agree with all your text, but one thing I do agree with is that is it really so hard to have good comic stories? It's not rocket science, or is it? It's starting to feel that way.
Honestly, as an aspiring comic writer for my Detroit Defenders Spider-Man series, it is hard, but not as hard as these other comic book writers make it seem.
Well, the thing is, it can be hard, and like failure means like, oh, you make a really boring book or something. But I feel like it's hard to like just destroy the characters at the rate that they do. It's like you got to kind of go out of your way.
I mean, with the current state of DC, Marvel, and well, IDW, because IDW has been a complete and total mess since like the 2000s.
Yeah, because with my comic series, like I do introduce characters that are from other franchises, like cartoons I used to watch as a kid. So I have to like kind of respect the material that they originally came from, because my Spider-Man meets them well after their runs have ended.
I've actually been working on it.
There's a gap.
I've been working on a Sonic the Hedgehog story for my little sister as a present that is like over a year due.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because she is so starved for good Sonic content, and it is I've been worrying myself sick about trying to make the characters, accurate.
Yeah, trying to make them at least as accurate as possible. At least for my series, when they show up, they're going to be much older than their original series. So I have to at least capture their original personalities, but also make it obvious that they're not the exact same as when you most likely last saw them.
Yeah, they mature. They've changed over the years.
Okay. I'm writing a fan fiction of my ideal Spider-Man where Peter Parker is 32. He's been Spider-Man since he's 16, encounter of his rogues, and is happily married to MJ. He has 2 kids and is still Spider-Man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. I always hate the fact when people say Peter should retire when he's like a dad, and I'm like,
why?
Peter Parker is not the kind of hero who's
Like
Peter, the only way you're going to get Peter to stop being Spider-Man is either a life-crippling injury like getting his leg blown off, or he's dead. Because otherwise, he's bearing that responsibility to the day he dies.
Yeah, because the only times he was literally forced to retire during the Spider-Girl series, because during his final fight with Green Goblin, his leg got blown off and he got crippled. But even then, he had to suit back up at some point to help Mayday with something. And then the other book, I forgot what it's called, where instead it's his son.
Ben Parker.
Yeah, Ben Parker. During a
Peter
fight
loses an arm.
Yeah, he lost his arm, and Mary Jane dies, quote unquote.
I will say I find that one a bit lamer than the Mayday Parker one, because at least with that one, Peter could rest easy knowing that Norman was dead.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, with the technology in Marvel, I feel like missing a limb wouldn't be that deliberating.
Especially when
a good point.
And Peter is friends with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of it, but I wrote a fan fiction of a rewrite on the Infinity Saga by including post-trilogy Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, one of my favorite series of all time. That's kind of my favorite thing of doing crossovers, just to see how these characters could interact with each other in a reasonable scenario.
I did have an idea for a crossover, but I don't want to voice it out loud because I think it's embarrassing.
You can send it to me in DMs. I ain't
Barbie and My Little Pony. We know, Brandon.
No.
Oh, that's actually funny. I think back in the early days when I first made my Spider-Man characters, somebody drew a pony version of them.
Oh
It was
God,
a little popular for a minute. I think that's where the version with the white sleeves came from.
The
Eric
brownies
M,
got
welcome
you.
to the stream. Screw Disney Star Wars. Why should I watch the sequel trilogy when I can watch Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith are 10 out of 10. All 6 movies are 10 out of 10s. Also, the expanded universe.
But which
Go
one's
read
better?
that.
You have like favorites. The sequels and the prequels are like objectively the best Star Wars content you can consume.
You mean the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy?
Yeah. What did I say?
You said sequel trilogy and prequel trilogy.
I think you were counting the
Oh, fuck.
OT as
I
like
think they're getting
sequels.
my-
Just
I think they're getting to me.
Yeah. No, it is natural to say like, oh, prequels. Well, what's not a prequel? A sequel.
A prequel is an original trilogy. I mean.
All right. So somebody leaked this, and this wasn't taken down.
Oh, and Tartakovsky Clone Wars in between 2 and 3. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, it's
right.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes. Season 2.
Please pause. Please pause. I fucking hate this song.
Okay, rap and Spider-Man just generally don't mix. Spider-Man is more of like you either do the swinging 60s theme with jazz, or you're doing rock and roll, because both of those just work with Spider-Man very well.
Spider-Man.
Radioactive Spider-Man.
Like they're trying to modernize the 60s theme, but like, no, this sucks.
No, the best way you modernize the theme is if you get Michael Bublé to do it.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé.
I still like the 70s theme for the live action series though.
There's Scorpion.
Don't
and by far,
he finally changed that fuck ass suit from the first season.
He actually kind of looks normal now. Oh yay! I forgot to tell you, they gender swapped Lizard, by the way, because we can. Yeah, no, they race and gender swapped Kirk Connors.
Yeah, she's a black woman now. I wonder if that'll translate to this Lizard form. Like,
let me guess, because we need women in STEM.
Apparently.
Look, it's a super scientific, mathematical black woman. What a coincidence! Another one.
You know, I'm willing to bet that Peter's going to cure her. It's either Peter's going to cure her or someone's going to cure her. But she gets her other arm back regardless because she's a woman, and the real Kirk Connors can just screw himself.
Dude, just imagine.
I bet you that actually is going to happen.
In Doomsday, the whole reason that they lose is because they get all the girl geniuses in the same room and they start making passive aggressive comments at each other, and then their periods sync up. They get like Cassidy, they get like, you know, Ant-Man's daughter, they get Riri Williams, they get I forget, there's like fucking 10 of them. They get fucking She-Hulk in there because she's lawyer smart, and then like they get all the engineers together, and then they're like, oh yeah, Shuri, I forgot about that one. There's another one. And then it's just like they're all just like making all these passive aggressive comments, and then Doom comes in and kills them all while they're arguing. That's how the movie ends, like Infinity War, where everybody dies.
Rap is crap. Thank you, Captain Thievius.
Hey, and it depends on what rap you listen to. We will not disrespect Tupac in this household.
Why did I have to remember that your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man exists? Because you all must share in my pain.
I'm just saying, how does Eminem come into the rap scene as like one of the few white guys, and somehow he makes more meaningful lyrics than 99% of rappers?
If you want really bad Joker plot armor, Death in the Family, Death of the Family, and Endgame. Also, Batman Who Laughs is crap. He suggests the Jokerized Batman apparently makes him a multiversal threat.
Oh, yeah, they ruined Thomas Wayne. You know how in the I think it's
Flashpoint Batman?
Yeah, where he sends like the letter back, and it's a super like it's like a super nice scene, and like whenever he sends the letter back and everything, and Batman reads it, and he fucking sheds like one tear. Then later on, apparently they like made him come back and like kill a bunch of people just to test.
Tom King ruined him.
Terrorized Bruce for no fucking reason.
Like it was supposed to be like a one-off Elseworlds story, and he's like, "Oh, but people like the character, so I better bring him back and have him fucking kill everybody." Yeah. It's like, dude, you are edgy. Stop.
Crap. There she is, and the suit looks like shit.
Bro, Spider-Gwen!
Even if you were gonna bring Spider-Man, one fucking job. You couldn't even do that.
Come on, give Peter.
I mean, they do fix Peter's suit later.
Oh no, wait! No! They almost fixed his suit. Almost. They found a way to screw it up.
How?
They're bringing Daredevil in. I have no idea who this bitch is, but Daredevil. Look, this is how they screwed it up.
I actually like the back logo. That looks awesome. Now,
That's still not the back logo.
It looks cool.
It's not round.
It should be like smaller, right? But anyways.
But now, okay, the back logo looks cool, at least to me. But what does the front logo look like? And the colors look at least better.
That's because he apparently gets another different suit. Is it so hard to just give Peter simple spandex these days? Why can't he just start with that?
Oh, he's had that for years. If you want that, go back and read the old stories.
You ever heard the phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Or like a character
Also,
having
they did this
actual
design in the
distinct
comics anyway,
characteristics.
so, like, I can't remember exactly which artist did this.
Oh, look, we still get tranny Harry Osborn.
Can they fix that yee ass haircut?
Hairy balls.
This show is more broken than Gwen Stacy's neck.
Ooh,
damn. Peter, it's very simple. Neck support. Come on. Quicksilver figured this out. Anyways.
I mean, at least in one universe, he actually did not kill Gwen by jumping down and saving her.
Yeah. That was No Way Home's whole trick, is that he like kind of cradled and got
Yeah,
below
but then
it.
he still gets collectively screwed over because J. Jonah Jameson crashes his wedding.
Oh yeah.
But
I swear to God, I have plans to write my own Spider-Man fan fiction, and I understand someone might get mad at me for this, but I will have him date and marry Gwen Stacy because, dear God, I need there to be at least one universe where they have a happy ending. Damn it!
Yeah.
I'm purposely
true
gonna write,
believers.
I'm gonna write a sequel where that gets immediately ruined.
No, why?
And then Brandon will have to write a sequel where he travels back in time and fixes it again, and then it'll be like Joker and Batman. You're destined to
There
do
was
this
no
forever.
other way. It had to be fixed.
It's a fixed point.
Come on,
So it's a
so hard to
canon
just-
event now.
Canon event. Gwen Stacy must die.
It was
Not
me,
on my
Brandon.
watch, pal.
Okay, whenever I write my fan fiction crossovers with the MCU or other properties, I never nerf characters. I have them at their most powerful, and that's the best thing to do because it makes them more. It makes it more interesting and challenging to find ways to for them to like either battle, play off each other. Like for example, minor spoiler, like Ginny from the original cartoon, Miles the Teenage Robot shows up, and my Spider-Man has to fight her. Now, instead of like nerfing my Spider-Man, I have him to where he's going through a bit of an existential crisis. So his powers are not working properly. And he has
Oh
to
yeah,
even
because
when
that
he
actually does
get
happen to Spider-Man.
because even when he does get the upper hand and beat him because he has to make a web glove and use his revolver, he runs out of bullets because she knocked the revolver aside, making him fire off a shot by accident. So like he miscounts his shots, and then he just gets the shit beaten out of him because he screwed up.
Anime still has the best female characters. They're still allowed to be human. You know what? I agree. I actually am starting to become more of a fan of Japanese Transformers as a result because they actually do not complain about making female Transformers look like females.
I do have to say I don't like just blanket statementing any anime, just in general. I don't like it normally it's whenever people are insulting it, they'll do this. They'll be like, anime does this. But you're right.
It's only a few selects, and then even those they're required tastes.
Yeah. And so, but no, there are a lot of really good. I haven't seen it yet, but I know Black Lagoon is supposed to be a really good woman anime character. And then I know Bleach, Yoruichi.
One Piece is a dead ringer.
Yeah,
One
One
Punch
Piece, and they're allowed to be human, and they're also like allowed to like still be like sexy and
Kinda
feminine and
would be
like
Bob.
use their shit. Like
I have that.
fucking
I
Nami
have
plays
that one.
into her cuteness and will like seduce men or like kind of like trick them into doing things for her, and they're not ashamed to do that.
I love when Japanese writers actually work with Amy Rose. It's like she's just infinite 100 times my favorite character when they write her like that.
I kind of miss when she was obsessed with Sonic.
Oh God, I miss it. I would strangle Ian Flynn if I could, if it wasn't because he got rid of that. My life is eternal punishment. How many people are you guys willing to bet will discover Peter is Spider-Man because the dumbass forgot to check that the room wasn't empty when he took off his mask?
Oh, friendly reminder: his spider sense is supposed to warn him of shit like that. Like in the comics, his spider sense is so fine-tuned, it will literally tell him if he's going to a place to change that a camera is in the area, pointed in his general direction, and he needs to go somewhere else.
It's like Peter's about to watch like a trailer, and then his spider sense goes off. He's like, "Oh no, there's spoilers in this."
Actually, I do remember there was a brief comic where Peter is like, his spider sense is constantly going off and it's warning him of all sorts of things, like, this guy didn't wash his hands, forks, sharp objects.
It's like too sensitive.
That sounds like a Robot Chicken sketch.
When you said that, it reminded me of the JLU cartoon where Flash and Lex swap bodies. And when he's in the bathroom trying to figure out what's going on, he walks out, and another supervillain walks in. He's like, "You didn't wash your hands?" He's like, "No."
Well, actually,
evil.
By the way, Wolfscar, there actually is a Robot Chicken sketch where Spider-Man's spider sense goes off at the most inopportune times.
And they figure out it's because of fucking cancer. It was a tumor. It was a tumor.
Arachnid, I did love in that same just JLU one whenever they have him like he goes in, he's like, now I can finally discover the Flash's secret identity, and he pulls off his mask in the bathroom. He's like,
I have no idea who this is. That's realistically how it goes, because there's like a moment where a villain finds out my Spider-Man's identity, but he doesn't even fucking know who it is, because one, if he did know him, his memory would have been fucking wiped, and two, like, he's just a regular person. Well, he looks like a regular person, except his face is
he's not a celebrity.
Well, and it's like when Doc Ock unmasked Spider-Man for the first time, but because Peter was fighting with a cold, he wasn't at his top stream. So Ock was like, "There was no way you could be Spider-Man."
There's no way this is Spider-Man. Last time
Spider-Man actually puts up a. We got Rhino. He looks awful, actually.
Wow. Wait, how does his full suit look? It doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look the worst, but it's like, I don't know. It's like you want to go with the classic look, but you also want a segmented like armor, and it just doesn't look right, in my opinion.
I still don't know who the fuck that is.
Awesome.
What the?
And we still get cringe Spider-Man humor. Also,
where the fuck did she come from?
I guarantee you, Gwen and Peter are not going to date in this show, and I am going to only be further enraged.
I'm actually curious. What does Gwen's design actually look like under the mask?
She's probably going to look like a tranny.
Arachnid's already like, how could they kill Gwen Stacy in this show? You gotta
find a better word than that.
What?
Granny, we're gonna get canceled.
Cancel culture's a
Let them come. I'll just say
I actually
mentally
did piss
ill
off somebody
people,
for using that word. Look at all these totally happy people watching this.
There is no cheering whatsoever in this crowd.
How many people
They're
are
like,
even
yeah,
in
this
there?
is slop.
This is like at modern WWE events where they're like, this crowd is going crazy, and they pan the crowd and they're all on their phones.
Like, what?
Oh, now it's starting.
They can all only clap with one hand because they're trying to film their reaction with their other hand.
Oh no, I
shit,
forgot
the
they're going.
symbiote.
Prepare yourself. And he looks like shit.
I think it's the spider logo, and I don't like the fact that
He doesn't have teeth.
It has the mouth, and it's just the mask inside. It feels that looks a little goofy.
Yeah.
You look goofy.
Did you expect them to actually do Venom well? Of course not. They haven't been able to nail him great in the last two cartoons.
One of the worst parts of discourse trying to argue with people and prove that a truly evil villain is evil when they say that like they like the voice actor because it's a good performance and fool. Okay, I had a stroke reading that, but I think I understand what you're trying
The worst
to say.
part of that is that a villain can have a god-tier voice actor or actor, and people will say actually that they weren't that bad because they like the voice actor or the performance fooled them.
Oh, I see.
Are you trying to say
that?
Are you saying the villain himself wasn't good? Or is it like, oh, this villain was actually dog shit, but people just like.
No, I
the
think
actual
it's the
voice actor.
the quality of the voice acting is great. So that's like because you like the person who performed them, you have to say, oh, the villain itself wasn't evil.
Yeah, it's
Look,
like anything else where it's
look,
like, yeah,
I love the voice.
Oh, sorry.
I love the voice actor for Beast Wars Megatron as much as the next guy. But even I'll admit, he's evil and deserves to die.
Listen, Ultron may be evil, but he has a point. We need to go.
It's so enthusiastic.
I hate it. 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 I hate it.
Oh, like fucking Jean from the MCU. Yay.
I think I did piss off the people at my Spider-Man screening, speaking of like, clapping audiences and everything, because I forget what it was that it was whenever Zendaya was complimenting herself whenever she was mind controlled by Jean Grey. And she's like, I can see why you like her. She's smart, funny, and all these things. Like, she said the most stereotypical things. And I let out like an audible, like, and then like the guy next to me like looked at me for a second.
No, what I said that Zendaya and Jacob shouldn't be involved in the movies anymore since like their arcs
Ned,
have essentially yeah, people just jumped down my throat because at the time I forgot what Ned's actor's name was, and so people just jumped on that like, oh, I know what you are, and like, oh, you're racist against a black woman and an Asian. One, I'm black, and two, I'm dating a fucking Asian woman. So they really, it was really annoying seeing that over and over and over again. They didn't address what I was saying. They just kept assuming I was racist.
ArachnidYouth, this is why we gatekeep, and this is I'm not gonna encourage. I'm encouraging you. You should at least consider it an option.
Like
look,
I try
Zendaya's
to be
too light-skinned anyway.
I try to be as open as possible, even like if somebody has an opinion I disagree with. I'm like, okay,
like
you're
me and
entitled to
mechanical
that
web
opinion.
shooters being superior.
Organics are better. Anyways,
mechanical.
It's organics. Anyway,
mechanical.
God damn it. It's fine to have differing opinions, but sometimes I when somebody just says something really fucking stupid, I turn it to Brandon.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
that is quite flattering.
There are good and bad opinions, and there are also good and bad arguments. Like, even if if you say like, oh, I think there should be mechanical web shooters, and I'm like, oh, like I'm not gonna call you stupid on that. I'm not gonna be like, you're a fucking retard, shut up. But like, if you, and then I'm like, oh, well, why is that? And you're like, oh, well, because we need black women in STEM, and they should build them for them. Then I'm going to be like, well, that's a retarded argument. Like, it doesn't mean that I hate the idea of mechanical web shooters. It just means like you said something really stupid in regards to it,
Yeah, it's like with race swaps. You're like, for example, with Kirk Connors becoming like a black woman. What does this add to their character? Nothing. You just did it just to do it.
It's
now,
important.
In some cases, it can work. Like again, I think we talked about it earlier. Michael Clark Duncan's
we did.
Kingpin.
But that was because he looked the part.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. Like for some reason, somehow that version of Nick Fury just became extremely popular.
Because it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, true. And even so, to the point it came to the actual 616, but that version is the son of the original Nick Fury.
Actually, is it too harsh for me to say that if they reboot the MCU or jump to doing a new one, can we get a live action adaptation of White Nick Fury?
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think
what are you talking about?
people
David
kind of just
Hasselhoff.
forget White Nick Fury was a thing. Like, well,
I
not
thought
was
it
a
was-
thing.
What
Like,
was it?
He's the original.
Ultimate Alliance. I remember there was a white Nick Fury, and it actually threw me off because it was post me seeing a lot of the movies. I was like, oh, he's white in this. That's weird.
Yeah, 'cause my first like exposure to Nick Fury was like the Ultimate version. So when I went back and read a couple of like old comics, but mostly Marvel Zombies, which is based on
Yeah,
the
it also
60s
threw me
universe.
for a loop too. But
And I saw white Nick Fury. I'm like, wait, he's white.
I actually will say I do like white Nick Fury more than black Nick Fury, and that's because I just think he's an inherently more interesting character. It's like he smokes cigars, he's got a badass haircut, he's got a better suit design. He was a colonel in World War II, and he led the Howling Commandos.
No, Brandon. I know the real reason. It's because you're a filthy slave-owning racist. I'm joking.
Well, they
But
this
if that's the
happened
case-
recently with like people not knowing the source with One Piece because the Netflix remake is like just making it accurate to the manga with all like the character designs and everything. And then there were a bunch of idiots on X who had only ever seen like the Netflix live action, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe that they're race swap. They're whitewashing Usopp. Look at him. He's so white in this." I'm like, just look at the manga. That's literally what they're basing it on.
Okay.
They race swapped it the other way. Like,
Okay,
and now they're
so-
fixing that.
I got a question for you guys. Should we tackle Brown Table or Colin?
Colin who?
Colin's World, aka Colin. I can't get a job.
In regards to
What are their subjects the same, or are they covering different things?
It's the same subject. They both glazed Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So we need to kick. So which one of these guys do we want to kick in the balls?
Which one's shorter is what my answer will be.
Brown Tables is 12 minutes.
I actually like Brown Table. Colin, not so much.
How long is Colin's?
Colin's is 21 minutes.
It's not exorbitantly long. It's not like it's an Anthony Gramuglia like 40-minute thing. I'd be I'd be willing to do Colin.
All right, so we'll go with Colin, and then we'll cover the Wolverine game.
We can get somebody else's input. I was just getting the facts.
Whatever.
All right. The new Spider-Man show was actually not terrible. Oh no, it's 10 times worse. It is the
terrible.
worst
They're
Spider-Man
totally
show.
incompetent. They had no idea what the hell they were doing.
They couldn't
Gwen
even adapt
Stacy.
Spider-Man's origin right.
We just had a guy with curly hair, and they said he has to be black. I said, "What the hell's up with that?"
Generated them using Trippo. You can generate a 3D.
You know, it's kind of funny that ad was fucking AI because he defends.
Yeah.
AI.
I freaking hate this suit
Oh.
design so much.
I hate
Why are
it.
the boots angular?
I'm fine with the angular boots. I'm just pissed about the spider logos. The
Look,
back one's fine, but the front one is literally just the back logo. Why would you do that?
Why would you change the back logo when you make the new suit? Why couldn't you just make the proper spider suit, damn it?
I'm weird.
So the new Spider-Man show.
I love traditional animation, but I hate whenever they try and fake it in a computer. It
Yeah.
always ends up looking like a horrible half measure.
Yeah.
And I hate it because like people will give it credit too. They'll be like, "Oh, they're really mimicking 2D. Like it reminds me of my childhood." I'll be like, "If this reminds you of your childhood, you watched Archer as a child."
And why are you watching Archer as a kid?
Which, Archer has a style that works for it because it's a comedy show. It's like meant to be kind of like I don't call it traditional animation though. Like
I will give it this. At least they're trying to do something that's not Spider-Verse animated.
That's
And
true.
I'd rather have like an art style over realism.
Yeah.
Which I've been told technically is an art style, but like I think I'd rather have this than photorealistic looking people.
Yeah, I do hate the Spider-Verse style. I feel like there's been a concerted push by like traditional media and all the studios to like, and maybe like critics and everything to like really try to push that because I feel like it is inherently lazy and cheap, and so they want to make that the norm. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
low frame
Spider-Verse.
rate, low detail. This is perfect. We love this.
I still say Puss in Boots made, Puss in Boots was the best usage of that style.
Yeah, Spider-Verse like pioneered that style of animation, but then after that, everybody just started copying it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh god, that one probably is the worst looking of them all.
Ugh, it's like that. Why do they make it intent? Like it would be one thing if they had 3D models or like claymation or whatever, and like it was like sort of like smooth, but they make it intentionally low frame rate. Is what I don't understand about it. Like,
Wait, which one?
all the like Spider-Verse style, it's always like really low frame rate. It's like kind of choppy looking all the time. It's never like smooth.
So weird, yeah.
So the new Spider-Man show, Friendly Neighborhood, just finished up, and I was finally able to binge watch all the episodes. And
I actually have to alternate between watching. I still got to do my Caped Crusader episode 1 review, and I got to do alternate and watch your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man for reviews just to get to the deadline for season 2.
I'm in the middle of
People will know the truth about this show. This show is the worst Spider-Man cartoon to come out. Disney somehow keeps. Disney keeps outperforming themselves in how can we make the shittiest version of Spider-Man possible?
They're lowering the bar.
It's Soider-Man now.
No.
my surprise, I actually really like this show. Now,
well, Colin, you're a fake Spider-Man. Well, Colin, we all know you're a Spider-Man LARPer, so... Yes, it's worse than Spider-Man 2017. At least that show remembered to cap off Uncle Ben.
Ooh.
The right way.
Because the Real Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series originally started out as like a bridge the gap between the MCU, but then it kind of just became its own thing. But it still has some of those elements from the MCU, as like Uncle Ben not dying as a result of Peter's selfishness.
Which
Actually,
immediately
he dies before the series even starts, before he even gets bit.
Which ruined Spider-Man right away, because it's like Uncle Ben is only one of the most important characters in the Spider-Man mythos.
He is?
Yep.
What are you talking about? He doesn't even visit his grave in A Brand New Day. He only visits May Parker's grave.
Which, and because Kevin Feige confirmed that for MCU Peter, Uncle Ben's death wasn't his fault.
Which okay, so Tom is objectively the worst live-action Spider-Man of all time. Like objectively, congratulations. Yes,
Had 5 years. You could have given a little bit of mine. He even says to Tony Stark, "Someone important to me died."
They vaguely reference Uncle Ben's death in Civil War and Homecoming. Yes.
Yeah, he says like I could have. I think he even says like I could have stopped it or something.
Like, okay, it was like when Ned is actually going to go tell Aunt May that Peter is Spider-Man. Peter stops him and he's like, "Not after everything she's been through." So it's
like they literally hint Uncle Ben's death right there, and they hint that Peter had a hand in it, and he somewhat feels responsible for it. So for you to say years later, "Oh, it wasn't actually Peter's fault," what the fuck you mean?
It's okay, guys. Once they make everything digital, they can just go back and erase those scenes and dub over the dialogue with AI. And be like, I never had an uncle, by the way, Tony. Just thought you should know that. Anyways.
surprise is because most of Marvel shows have been kind of booty. And while
all of them have been duty.
I don't think this show is anywhere near as good.
Clip, though, by the way. Amazing Spider-Man 2, not bad swinging mechanics. I like the left-right kind of deal.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good web swinging system. And surprisingly, webs do stick to buildings. They actually fixed that from the first The Amazing Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I know, because he keeps fucking yelling at me.
You just you have to be like in the city for it to work.
Yeah.
It is like Spectacular Spider-Man or like the 90s animated series, as those are the only other two Spider-Man shows that I've watched in full. But I gotta say, like,
your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man can't even begin to try and compare to either two of those masterpieces.
I think I'd rather watch 2017.
I don't know. 2017, because okay, as far as reinventions of the red and blue suit go, I do like the Patrick Brown design, which is what they borrow for the Marvel Spider-Man 2017. Except because the animation is so low budget, the suit actually looks like shit.
That honestly will probably explain why I don't like the suit so much.
Yeah, because the actual Patrick Brown design is actually pretty decent in my opinion.
No, this is Patrick Brown.
I was really locked in. Like, I never wanted to stop watching it because the...
Well, that's because you like slobbering over the most recent cuck. I mean,
Slobber
you
on
would
that knob, baby.
You did so for AI taking people's jobs. Don't think we're ever going to let you forget that.
Said that using AI is just as like the same as using a 3D fucking model. I'm a 3D fucking artist myself. Don't you dare ever compare that bullshit to 3D art ever again.
show sets up so many interesting dynamics that I just wanted to see play out, whether it be things falling apart or just
none of Peter's actual supporting cast show up in this damn show.
But
like what kind of drama can be made out of what was put forward. And before I start getting into stuff that I liked and disliked about the show, I know there's going to be some talk about how comic accurate things might be in the show, but as I've always stood by personally, I don't much care about accuracy for things I know. I care more about if the adaptation.
And that is the sign of a true LARPer, ladies and gentlemen.
Specifically for things you know, that's a weird stance. I don't care about accuracy for things that I know.
I care about accuracy.
I care about accuracy too.
Especially when it comes to our boy.
Cool.
I think
liberties is cool, like if you want to take liberties, but there's only so far you can go before like you start fucking up.
Like when you do unnecessary gender. Like when you do unnecessary race or gender swaps. I will never forget the fact that you race and gender swap Kirk Connors people or the Mad Hatter.
I always say like,
you think I'm gonna let that slide?
One of the TASM movies where essentially they made it to where only Peter could have gotten powers from the spider bite.
Oh God, okay. I will say as much
genetics.
That is probably the worst part of TASM 2 in my opinion.
At least has the spirit of what it's trying to adapt, and it's still well.
The spirit? That's
the
too
spirit of
nice.
Spider-Man.
Okay, spirit is like, what the fuck does that mean? You're saying because the red and blue suit is in it?
Because like I do think that there's wiggle room in that you can say like, okay, like you should adapt as close as you possibly can, make any reasonable changes depending on the medium that you're adapting. But like just saying something is vague, because like, you know, going to a movie or something, you obviously have to cut something out because it's like 2 hours or so.
The Raimi movies have the spirit of Spider-Man. The TASM movies have the spirit of Spider-Man. This show does not.
Just saying like, oh, this retains the spirit is like a little bit vague for me, where I'm like
what does that even mean? Could you explain that?
Yeah, I feel like you're just trying to keep it vague so that you can make an excuse for whatever does come out. You can just be like, well, it still kind of keeps the spirit, you know?
I'm fine with adaptations making changes that serve the story that they want to tell, even if those changes are worse than the original or not what I'm used to. So long as I don't think the changes are just straight up bad. Like I'm someone who loves Moon Knight's comics, for example, but the MCU show, I'll be like, hey, you know,
the Moon Knight show just basically cucked Moon Knight.
I remember a couple years back when the Moon Knight show first came out, my friends fucking hate that show.
You know what? I'm also going to say I don't like the fact that Moon Knight is all white. I like the breakup of white and black to give the suit a little more of a visual identity.
Look at Brandon being an anti-racist.
I like how I kind of like the MCU suit and how it looks mummified with like the tattered bandages.
I mean, yeah, that does look okay, but I actually do like, you know, where he's got the white hood, but it's a black mask with white eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that just looks freaking cool. I hate race swaps and gender swaps, as well as making some characters into sadists. Cough, cough, gene cough. But I don't mind the new designs like the X-Men Fox Sentinels. I mean, with the X-Men Fox Sentinels, it's like they were nanotech, but that was so that they could adapt to whatever mutant they were facing. Which,
and technically, the classic Sentinels were in the movies. They were just off screen. Like, you see Wolverine literally chop one's head off in X2.
Yeah, and the thing about the classic Sentinels is, for the most part, classic Sentinels are just giant hulking robots, so...
Yeah.
It's a weak adaptation, but on its own, I kind of like it. But with that said...
And that still makes you a fake Marvel fan, dude. This is why we don't allow you in the clubhouse no more.
Dang,
same with SK.
Because there's like a fine line, again, between comic accuracy and how far you can get away with like doing your own thing. Like, I think a good outlier for this is Spider-Noir. As a comic adaptation,
it sucks.
I know, but as a thing on its own, it's really good.
Yeah, and on top of that, I don't blame that show, and that was partly because the show, had copyright issues. Actually, another show that did the same thing, Spider-Man, the new animated series. There were certain villains that they couldn't use for copyright reasons, so they had to invent a lot of new ones.
Yeah, originally that show was supposed to be an Ultimate Spider-Man comic adaptation, but since the movie had came out, they pivoted to doing a loose continuation of the first movie.
Yeah, and some of the villains are stand-ins for others. Like the Talon is literally just a stand-in for Black Cat.
Oh, my friend was he was originally working on like a Roblox continuation of the new animated series, where Talon actually becomes Black Cat.
Interesting take. But also John Gets Gaming just dimension topped himself and changed his profile picture. Great. Now I got okay. So first I have John gets possessed by Dave Filoni. ArachnidYouth is jumping around the multiverse, and now John is too.
Oh my!
What next? Is Wolfscar actually going to turn into a werewolf?
Oh no!
No.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Hunt you down.
I'm already a wolf. I can't.
Just like animals.
This is why I look forward to Friday night. Moon Knight was butchered ever since Doug Moench left. Moon Knight never had multiple personality disorder, and the whole thing regarding Khonshu was supposed to be ambiguous. MCU made him Temu Spawn. Nobody can ever top Spawn, baby. Todd McFarlane's own damn creation. I gotta watch the animated series.
Let me start talking about the things that I either don't like about the show or the things that just bothered me. Starting with the animation. Now, before the show came out, I saw this clip of Peter getting the Future Foundation suit, and I was like, damn, this show looks great. I thought the
You need glasses then, because this looks like shit.
animation looked fluid.
Also, Steve Ditko is rolling in his grave. How dare you invoke his name when talking about the art style for this show?
I loved the art style, and there are still moments in the show where I'm like, damn, that shit looks amazing. Like the
I hate this suit. Like, I hate the extra panel lining too.
the final swing scene of the show where like Peter, is swinging and shit. I was like, damn, I can't think of a single moment in any Spider-Man show that looks visually better than this. But I don't know what it is. The animation feels so inconsistent at points. I kind of forget specific instances, but I do remember there being points where I was watching the show and it felt like the frame rate of some
this 3D, but we're trying to make a cartoony bit. It looks so bad. Oh, great. ArachnidYouth jumped into another universe again. Damn it.
I'm already at full health.
Please beat up Nick Lowe and return Spider-Man to his full married state. Undo the last 18 years of Spider-Man comics, please.
I still got to finish this game.
I still have to play this game.
Wait, which game?
Spider-Man PS1.
Oh my gosh. So damn fun. Except for that water tunnel on hard mode. Fuck that water tunnel.
Yeah, because somebody did like a expanded mod where they added more suits. I don't know how or why, but they decided to make my suit in the game. I guess because I was looking for help trying to make a mod.
Oh, that was nice.
So they made my mod and included it in the mod pack.
John, stop making me jealous of everything you own.
This is from the collector's edition of the first, Insomniac Spider-Man.
And what do you know? The suit looks infinitely better with those colors.
It's got a little bit of all the Sinister Six that attack him in that game. It's got Scorpion's tail, the Vulture wings over here, and then it's got a little bit of Doc Ock's tentacles interwoven with the Scorpion tail.
Oh my God.
Rhino's head.
I can't stop looking at the suit. The suit actually looks. This suit actually looks really good with the colors. It actually looks red and blue.
To quote somebody that commented on my Spider-Man 2 DLC video a while back, it's so sad that Spider-Man PS4 never got a proper sequel.
And certainly no spin-offs either.
It did get a remake.
Oh, speaking of Spider-Man statues, I actually do own one, and it's the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man design.
Oh,
since
nice.
that's one of my favorite designs of Spider-Man's classic suit.
The only statue I have is of Spider-Man 2099 from Spider-Verse. My girlfriend got it from
God.
Comic-Con. I put a bootleg Miles on him, so it looks like he's about to throw him.
Yes. Please kill the imposter.
He's gonna suplex him, get him for the 1, 2, 3.
And I don't know if these really count, but I do have the Spider-Man 3 superhero squad figurines.
Ooh.
It's a Venom.
I like
Spider-Man.
I like the Japanese Spider-Man. Who doesn't like Japanese Spider-Man?
String.
The emissary from hell himself.
The guy who will grab a machine gun and shoot up an entire room.
He did what, as
He was
Kratos
actually
would
one of the
say,
funniest
I
versions
did
of
what
Spider-Man
had
too.
to be done.
And he was the one, and he was Power Rangers before Power Rangers was cool.
Technically, Super Sentai was a thing at the time, and they did it with Spider-Man, and it was really good. They didn't even have to really do the Spider-Man powers. They just gave him a giant fucking robot and rolled with it.
Who doesn't love giant robots? And we also already had the sets built for that and the costumes.
And by the way, chicks dig giant robots, so you roll with it.
That's another sexist joke that Oda makes in One Piece. Whenever there's giant robots, the guys are always like, so cool. And then the women are always shown like being completely flat faced about it. They're just like, whatever.
One thing, actually, real quick, I will say the thing about this Japanese Spider-Man is the reason they ended up reusing a lot of shots was because someone stole the robot suit halfway through production.
Damn.
Yes. I actually learned about that when Honest Trailer actually covered Japanese Spider-Man.
Did you guys know about the one Godzilla movie? They had a fan vote for who would fight alongside Godzilla, and they ended up voting for the giant robot Jet Jaguar. Can shoot his fists and fly around and shit. It was one of the really old, like the 70s.
Oh, I think that's where there's like the infamous meme of like Godzilla just kind of have a flying kick where his tail is dragging across the ground.
Doing his
and then when he
drop
gets
kick.
up, he does like a little fist bump.
And then I think that's the same one. That might be a different one where he puts on the sunglasses after he fucking blows up the thing.
Yes, Colin, we get it. You have no standards. I have the Marvel Legends figures of Spider-Man default costume and Gwen Stacy. I used them to recreate the scene where Gwen's neck snapped. I regret nothing. Why must he torture me?
Dude,
why
I'm just
must
picturing
okay, so
I gotta make this in Grok now. There's gonna be like
the
a
Marvel
90s
Legends
commercial.
I have the Marvel Legends first appearance Spider-Man, like Amazing Fantasy 15. The original
too.
version, not the I don't know. I like the original one they came out with back in 2020, 2021. With the redback spider instead of the blue. And I have
I actually have the
posted up.
redback version too.
Yeah, I have that posted up, and I also have like the Spinner Red figure from the New Year Vows. Pack.
The only Marvel Legend figures I have is Amazing Fantasy 15, Model 4 Iron Man, and I think Model 8 Iron Man.
I have Model 3 Iron Man. I have Mark 85 Iron Man, but I'm trying to get rid of that.
Oh, is that the disgusting red and black one?
No, the nanotech armor.
Oh God, I hate. I like the chunkier Iron Man suits.
Also, I caved and bought the 70s Spider-Man figure because I really like that design, and it reminded me of a friend of mine.
Scenes was
Geeks.
just lower out of nowhere,
Just,
and it like
just
actually
think
hurt
of the
my
90s
eyes.
commercial though that you could get out of like, buy Spider-Man action figures. Wow, cool. And then get Gwen Stacy with realistic neck snapping action. Whoa! And it just shows like, they're like, oh no, we didn't make it in time. It's like the little kids in the commercial. Like fucking
Why
playing
must
with
I
it.
be tortured? Why can't there just be a universe where Peter and Gwen are allowed to have a happy ending?
Also, what a
Fuck you,
pause!
that's why.
What a pause face! I'm pretty sure Peter just gasmed while he was Wilson
It looks-
stroke. He's like,
I have the best pause frames.
Gwen Stacy is below
yeah.
frame right now.
Yes!
When you nut, but she's still sucking.
In the middle of the crowd.
And then he wakes up.
Or the facial like body like or the facial or like body animations look weird at some points. I just think the animation is very hit or miss depending on the episode. Or
It is a miss. It is a definitive objective
It's
miss.
definitely a miss.
even just some bad moments sprinkled throughout.
F you for anyone who tries to invoke the name of Steve Ditko in relation to this show. Steve Ditko is rolling in his grave alongside Stan Lee now.
I hate that trying to like brush over stuff. Just be like, oh, well, it's not for everyone. It's like, no, just say it fucking sucks. Like, say why it's good or bad. I'm so tired of like, if it's good, then, or if it's questionable, then I'll only bring up all the positives. And then if it's bad, I'll just like be super vague about it and just like brush it off real quick. Be like, oh, you know, there are fans and there are people who don't like it. I won't insult anybody who likes it. It's like, no, fucking have a damn stance. Have a backbone.
Have a backbone.
Victor C. We got this trash new Spider-Man show, yet Spectacular Spider-Man got canceled because of Disney. We truly live in the darkest timeline.
Yep.
Hey, there's a timeline where nobody got any of the good stuff. I'll say that.
Bed now.
Spectacular Spider-Man, you are my beloved. Also, you're the only animated Spider-Man with web wings, so I respect you for that.
I'll see you guys next Friday.
Oh, see you, IronInquisitor.
Yep.
Peace out.
Also, ArachnidYouth, real quick. Is Spider-Man look cooler with web wings or without?
I'm an either or type of guy. If the web wings are there, that's cool. If they're not, it's not nothing really bad is lost.
That's fine.
Probably because I grew up with Toby, but I like never pictured him. I know in the comics it's more prevalent.
Because I remember I did read some of the original when I was like fucking 5. I read some of the original Steve Ditko comics where he did have the web wings.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, that looks cool.
I'm either or for it.
I'm still, if there was one thing, back when I was stupid enough to think Marvel Spider-Man 2 was going to be a good game, I actually wanted a customization option where you could just wear the underarm wings normally.
Technically, you can, thanks to mods if you have it on PC. Wink, wink.
But I don't want to play it on PC. It's still shit. And I can't replace all the Pride flags with American flags. Thank you, Nexus mods.
Well, you only can't do that on
that's
Nexus
your first
mod.
problem. You're using Nexus mods.
Yeah, that Nexus mods is like the it's like the Walmart of you know, and I'll just say this for anybody who's getting shit on PC, like as soon as I move, if I move there, I'm just gonna do like GOG. Good old games.
Yeah.
They don't have any DRM. You can literally print discs of the games that you have on there. And have
if
the
a show is bad,
installers
just say it's bad. It's not that hard to do. For some reason, people would defend slop like Brand New Day and this 3D Spider-Man show. Yeah, I always dislike when people try to be nice to a product. Me, I go full on in rage.
Remember, I will admit I did fall for like recency bias when Brand New Day first came out. Again,
at least you didn't say it was better than Spider-Man 2.
No, I'd fucking shoot myself before I said anything retarded like that. But after the recency bias wore out, the flaws in the movie started making themselves very abundantly clear. And I'm like, this is okay. It's definitely the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, but it is nowhere near the best Spider-Man movie.
Ooh, well, I'd even disagree with that. But as far as the Brand New Day of it goes, yeah, initially I was like, oh, 3 out of 5, because I'm like, oh, you know, it had some fun like character interactions and stuff, but then it was definitely like the more I thought about it, the worse it got. Where I started to notice like how stupid Jean was with how she used her powers and everything, and I'm just like, and it wasn't like, oh, you know, you're nitpicking or whatever. It's like basic logic, and I was just like, oh wait, no, that's like a 2 out of 5, and mainly because of the acting and some of the interactions where I was like, all right.
Episode, but the one thing that I've liked since before the show even came out was the art style, because goddamn, I love the art style. That shit is
why
the art style sucks.
What? No, yeah, it's like shitty middle ground. It's like, oh, we're like traditional,
and
but also
you're talking to somebody who you're talking to someone who loves Steve Ditko's art style. Like he is a pretty good artist for Spider-Man. Come on, man, no.
This real good design is Doc Ock and Iron Man.
And that's because they went with like Model 4 Iron Man, and you can never go wrong with Model 4 Iron Man.
Yeah.
These Model 4 fanboy. No, I'm joking.
Actually, I would say probably my favorite Iron Man suit's the modular armor from the 90s, the suit that they used for the 90s Iron Man cartoon.
Yeah. I like the MCU armors because they actually feel like physical and real.
Well,
Up to a
I
certain
only-
point, yes.
I think my favorite Iron Man armor for the MCU is the Mark 6 with the triangle arc reactor.
Oh yeah, where he had discovered the new element, and
Yeah.
I love Mark 3. I actually really love Mark 3.
The Mark 7 is like, I feel like it's a tad over design, and I don't like how there's like silver that just bleeds into the gold of the legs.
But if it's like non-Iron Man, I fucking love. I've talked about it before on my Walmart figure review, but it's the Iron Man 2 War Machine design. Like I just got the SH Figure Arts version of it from JP fans.
I like that.
I love this figure. I love this suit.
I love the fact that it's got like so much military hardware baked into it.
And it's also the reason why I have like the amazing Yamaguchi version of War Machine, because it closely resembles the Iron Man 2 War Machine design. It's just a bit, it's more posable and has a lot more like accessories.
My problem is that every War Machine suit afterwards is pretty forgettable.
Yeah, it just doesn't capture like the same charm the Iron Man 2 version had. I think the
Iron Man but with guns.
I think the closest one would have to be, if I were to choose, the Civil War armor.
That's pretty tight.
Beautiful. And like when Peter gets his classic suit, I was like, damn, that looks good in this art style. You know?
Dude, this is by far one of the like, this has to be one of the worst renditions of the classic suit I have ever seen. And I've seen the Marvel Knight, the Midnight Suns design for the suit.
Ooh, that's one game I never got to. I did play the Avengers one with Kamala Khan, but
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah. Honestly, it was like super on rails and boring. Well, no, because you didn't even play as Kamala Khan once you got to like the more
You
like
just got
open part.
Like the second you play, you get to play with someone like Iron Man. You basically are never going back to Kamala.
Yeah, and I was on PlayStation, so we got to play as Spider-Man and shit. And
it's the worst version of playable Spider-Man there probably is.
He is so sluggish. He looks like he moves around like a tank.
I will say he does have a pretty decent looking classic suit though with the logo.
Yeah, it's just the fucking model itself is really chunky.
The only thing I don't like about the new classic
Also,
suit is
like
the
voice actor.
blue bottoms of his feet. I don't know why they did that. It looks worse. The only thing.
Okay, like I said, the Patrick Brown design, I do like how they gave him blue soles, but that was partly because they gave him a little bit more blue in the suit, and it does look pretty good. Here it's like you take the classic design, you give it unnecessary panel lining, you give him, you make the bottom of his shoes blue, and okay.
And also the worst offender, Peter doesn't even make it himself. It's given him by Osborn.
Well, he makes.
Oh wait, no. That's the other suits. I'm sorry.
No, he makes the classic suit himself, but it's like it's still like a highly teched up version because Peter just can't have normal spandex anymore, even though he totally should. He's like Superman. You don't really need to change the outfit or tech it up.
Foundation suit I'm thinking of, which pissed me off because I'm like, oh cool, Future Foundation. That means the Fantastic Four is going to be here. Nope, it's given to him by Osborn.
And then they reference like Prodigy. They reference Dusk. They really ruined the Dusk design.
Yeah, I really, because I like the Identity Crisis storyline. So for them to just make a throwaway gag about it in this series, like, fuck.
The thing I find weird about this art style though is how Norman's hair.
Also, Norman being race swapped. You had to race swap one of Spider-Man's most recognizable enemies.
Now a black man can kill Gwen Stacy.
At least this time the waves make sense.
I'm gonna say something. I'm something of a black man myself.
You know, Peter, I'm something of an African myself.
You know, Peter, I'm something. You know,
I'm somewhat of an N-word. I'm somewhat of a nigga myself.
I was about to say that myself.
Well, I can say it because I can actually say the words.
You know, Peter, I'm somewhat urban myself. He's just got a fucking. He's got a fucking fro.
You know what, Peter? I'm something of a rapper myself.
I just want somebody to edit like fucking Willem Dafoe, but he's got a fro.
Mode,
but he's got a fro and he's got a basketball under his arm and he's got like.
Okay, I got one more. I got one more. I got one more.
In the other hand, he's just like Peter. I'm something of a black person myself.
Yeah, I got one more. You know what? You know, Peter, I like fried chicken myself.
Whenever he's licking his fucking
hey,
fingers
Mickey's here.
at the Thanksgiving dinner, and instead it's just fucking KFC, and he's just like,
He says, "Sorry, I left. Life hasn't been good lately." Oh, you been all right?
well, hopefully
I'm
we make
sorry
it
to
a
say
little
that,
bit better
make
for
a
you.
G75. Hopefully, we can entertain you. We're having a blast here, man.
Looks like, listen,
If
we
you're
all
a
know Norman
racist,
has
we'll
been
help
spinning.
you.
Oh God, this is
Jesus.
like late stage John Romita Jr.
Yeah, whenever Pyro finishes like the fucking tier list.
Why
video,
does
we
he have
talk a lot.
wrinkles
We talk a
everywhere
lot
along his
about,
hairline?
John Romita Jr.'s art style and how it's like deteriorated. I don't really necessarily think it's his fault. I just think he's just tired of what Marvel Editorial's been doing to Spider-Man, and it's just putting into his art.
And the thing I will say is, I think the best John Romita Jr.'s art style ever gets is the early 2000s with JMS's run.
See, Arachnid, you say like making him black made the hairstyle makes sense, but unfortunately, like cringe white people, like I think Charlize Theron did this in the one Fast and Furious movie. Like they do like try to pull that shit off, and like I'll be honest, I don't like it anyway. But especially when white people do it, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, maybe I'm just desensitized to it otherwise, but like, man.
Where is Stink Meaner and Uncle Ruckus? No relation when we need them.
Oh no!
And since day one. But goddamn, what is this cut? This shit does not look like waves. It looked like bro just had like a regular ass like buzz cut, and his barber decided to just start playing farming.
Dude,
Simulator
watching him
on
do
his
these
head.
clips because he's a fake ass fan who only has clips from like super modern games. Like
See,
I'm reminded of like how much it's like less streamlined the swinging in the old games, and like yeah, you mess up a lot more, but that's because there's the possibility of messing up
And killing yourself by falling from a super high height.
Yeah,
it makes you feel so good when you pull it off, though. You know.
That's why I always like going back and playing the older games because sometimes I will just boot up Spider-Man 2 and just fucking swing around in the city. Not even stop me anytime.
too.
I just run along buildings, run along the walls, try to recreate some swings from the movies. Just
Well,
get
something
my
I
groove
do
on,
is I
throw
do
some
try.
music in the background.
Sometimes I just like when I have had a really rough day, I'll play something like Spider-Man 2 and swing around, stop crying, pretend I'm Spider-Man for a while. Kill myself by falling off a giant building if I so choose.
Blazing hot take, I do think 3 is better than 2.
Or every Spider-Man fan's favorite side activity in any Spider-Man game ever, delivering pizzas.
Oh,
my favorite thing to do is like get to the top of the tallest building, jump off, and just fucking start web swinging just before I hit the ground.
Oh yeah, get all that
adrenaline rush.
And also, my favorite side thing to do: grab a fucking crook, go to the tallest building I can find, and fucking pile drive them off of it.
I did that once.
Alive.
You may not be dead, but your hospital bill will make you wish you were.
He's dead, bro.
I'm fucking paralyzed from the neck down.
Honestly, Insomniac, the first Insomniac game isn't bad, but when you compare it to the treasure trove of greatness we had beforehand.
No, it's got a really good. The reason I like the first Insomniac game is because it's got that really good Doc Ock storyline where it actually builds up their relationship and like builds up to the Sinister Six and like and it's also like somewhat established Spider-Man instead of just like Peter Parker's here. Let's have Miles Morales help him out with this symbiote here.
Also, I'm just gonna say it. The one thing I didn't like design wise in this game was Rhino, because it's like there's patches of his actual skin underneath the armor, so it's like he's meant to be an indestructible, unstoppable tank, yet there's clearly obvious weak spots and nobody hits them somehow. And this guy can shrug off explosives.
I can tell you guys haven't played enough of the third game though on the PS2 or whatever, Spider-Man 3, the Toby game, where the delicious fruit pies are one of the funniest running jokes, where the cops, like, they'll go over the radio, they'll be like, a few robbers have stolen those delicious fruit pies. We can't be embarrassed like this. You need to go get them. And then like you'll talk to it and they'll be like, Spider-Man, they took my delicious fruit pies. Go get them.
I also like to boot up Spider-Man for swing around in the city. Because I do agree with John Webb swinging rise. Fuck, how am I gonna be an English teacher if I speak like this? Web swinging wise, swinging around the city in New York in Spider-Man 3 is really fun, especially when they got the tricks down.
I gotta play that game.
Like, it is really fun.
Wolfsguard, did you say something by the way?
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of
and his barber decided to start playing Farming Simulator on his head.
That is for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man
Oh
mod.
Jesus Christ! It looks
shit.
ugly.
I was wondering, I'm like, that suit looks strange, and then I'm like, oh, that's why, because it's got the shitty 2D, 3D effect going on.
The actual comic skin looks way better from this game.
Yeah, I remember the comic because then whenever you oh no, I'm sorry, that's the one superpower. I think it's coupled with the comic skin where it has
coupled with quips.
Yeah, it has like the fucking pow and bam and everything come out.
The only suit power I ever really use once I unlock it is quips. I am a true
here.
Spider-Man.
We're just cruising here, baby. This is our top speed, 6 miles an hour, leaving nothing but a trail of destruction in our dust.
Some of these games are like weirdly meditative, I guess, like the farming simulators.
Oh, like,
I play
whoever
the
did
police simulator.
Ooh, police simulator. Boys in blue.
It's so like boring, but then like if you're just playing it like during a stream or something, you're just like, oh yeah, you get a ticket because you're parked wrong. Oh, you're parked in a crosswalk. Here you go.
Greatest example of making a simulator game entertaining, Queso and his water park simulator series.
Unless you go to my fucking streams, where the streams are fucking chaos.
You played TASM 2 on stream with another one of your buddies.
Yeah. We were playing Resident Evil 5 and we got stuck on a level that we had to use sun lasers.
Yeah, I know that one.
The sun is
Fuck that puzzle.
Because you can kill each other with the sun lasers, yeah.
We were genuinely just trying to figure it out, but like because it took us a minute to figure out just go on the fucking platform so we don't get lasered by accident. But even then, like on the last part of it, I stood off to the side because I was in the area where the laser's supposed to hit. So I stood off to the side like there's no way the fucking laser can hit me. Cue to the laser somehow fucking hitting me through the wall and killing me. I was pissed. I almost quit the game right then and there.
You know what, ArachnidYouth? 5 is fun. 6 is so stupid that you'll have even more fun with a friend.
Oh yeah, we still have to finish playing through 6.
Like 5 is like, oh, this guy's in a volcano and he's somehow not dying from the lava, but he'll die from an RPG.
See what I mean? Look at this panel lining, man.
Yeah, it's such a weird. That looks like a penis. But anyways,
we just started Chris's campaign.
I love,
but these people are making fun of the wrong.
Like, you know, this guy, he's been destroyed by lava 36 million times and he's still suffering no damage. But somehow when you shoot him in the head, then he'll die. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Because goddamn, what is this cut? And the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree with Harry.
Ugh.
Norman looks fine. Harry, what the fuck did they do to
Why
you?
do they?
Why does he look like that?
Is that his edit, or did they really put a gap tooth in there?
They put an actual gap tooth in there.
Oh.
I don't know what to say other than probably say that same word again, but I'm afraid of getting canceled because ArachnidYouth brought that up as a possibility.
I feel like if I made this design, people would be like, John, you're definitely racist. Like,
because
like this is stereotypes on top of stereotypes.
Say this. I got to make this comparison. It looks like this motherfucker got a bunch of pube hairs and made a wig out of it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ew. Even I wouldn't go that far.
All right, you got a laugh out of me.
No, that is true.
Congrats,
like, I was roommates with like 4 black guys for a little while in college, and it is kind of gross.
Whoa, hold on, hang on. I'm not even sure if that's appropriate for YouTube.
No. Like, this is a legit
I'm not
roommate
that
thing.
degenerate.
But like, dude, there was only like 2 bathroom stalls, and so whenever you took a shower, you'd be like, "Are those your head hairs or are those your pube hairs?" Because I kind of want to know because it's on the wall of the fucking shower.
If it ends up on the wall of the fucking shower, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know, just like washing. And then, the one had a girlfriend, and she would fucking use my towel to clean off her makeup, and I get real pissed about that. I'd be like, "Why the fuck is there makeup all over my towel here, buddy?" And he's just like, "Oh, I don't know, she's all crazy." I'm like, "Control your woman, my man."
She's gonna take a shower. Why can't she bring her own fucking towel?
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick, I'm going to say one way to control your woman, just give her the good old Ronald Reagan slap.
Oh, no.
I can change that in a hurry.
I can't do that. Mine likes that.
Oh. Okay. Nice to know she's a fan of Ronald Reagan.
I had with the show was the inconsistency of Peter's powers at some points. Like, bro will go from losing fights to fucking Daredevil to boxing symbiote demons that
you just
Dr.
freaking belittle Daredevil just now?
Okay.
You lost the
All
fight
right.
with
As
fucking
somebody that did
Daredevil?
watch a bit of the show, they do kind of give a reason why. Like, he's extremely inexperienced, and Daredevil has obviously been active for some time.
Also, like, Daredevil's no slouch. Like,
Daredevil literally
This
trained
version
with
of
ninjas.
Spider-Man- Yeah, this version of Spider-Man doesn't really know how to fight like that.
Which is really stupid. Dude
It-
should have spent more
if-
time in the wrestling ring.
if anything else, it's like at least a unique skill set that you don't deal with anywhere else in the world. Like, Daredevil's fighting style, because he's fucking blind, is like...
And keep in mind, Daredevil is trained to fight ninjas.
And also, Daredevil even gives him some advice because he notices like he relies on his webs a lot.
Like, the one thing I will say is I really hate the fact that Peter has to be mentored by somebody at some point in a lot of these newer adaptations rather than just figuring it out himself.
Yeah, or just being
to quote Alfred with Batman Arkham Origins, he's like, "It's high time you realize you're a man, not an island, and a man relies on his allies."
Spider-Man has like little to no allies in the beginning because he's
Damn
an
it.
asshole.
Let
Also,
him
because
learn.
people in the Marvel universe just rarely ever get along at first.
They always fight first time they meet.
And usually it's over misunderstandings too, or they get framed.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Or like he'll web up like some people and like cars in an instant and keep up with literal speedsters, but bro's taking forever just to beat butane. And listen, I get they're trying to do the whole like Peter
Maybe
doesn't know his
maybe I'm unique
I
in this
freaking hate
take.
the fact that they butchered Speed Demon's costume. He actually looks really cool in the comics.
Like, I get it that video games don't get you copyrighted and everything, and you can have something vaguely related, but like, maybe I'm a weirdo and that I would rather just watch a person talk rather than like have them throw in random video game footage just to
I
be
get that.
copyright.
Yeah, I kind of moved away from doing like video game backgrounds. Like, I still do
Remember
it sometimes, but it's accompanied by like my avatar talking.
I do like Ken
Diver,
Burns
welcome.
like panning and everything with like concept art and shit to like try and because I know that people don't just want to look at your face talk for the whole video or whatever. So it's like you try and break it up visually, but like feels really lazy.
I
to do
can't
video
actually
games.
show myself talking, so I do use
Oh.
video game footage. I did do that
Yeah.
with my Mario Galaxy rant, and I do plan on doing that for my Batman Caped Crusader reviews. So I'm sorry. Helldiver, see you next time, bud.
I mean, be honest with you, I
Anthony.
normally listen to YouTube anymore where I'll have it on in my pocket while I'm working and I'm just like listening on noise canceling headphones.
Maybe I should start screaming a lot more so I can make John deaf.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I've
No,
been
I
doing
don't
the
hear you
same
less just because I'm not watching. I still hear at the normal volume. It's fine.
under experience and stuff. But bro, how do you go from surviving a hit from and dodging a literal fucking gamma infused laser to getting knocked out by fucking Daredevil? Like, what? Now,
Laser.
try to to be fair.
laser.
Most of these criticisms are coming from a metatextual point of view, because this isn't a universe,
just
and I don't
shitting
know
on
how
Daredevil.
powerful Doctor Strange or Daredevil is in the universe. I get that they try to make this universe the MCU, but it's not really the MCU, but it wants to be the MCU, but it's not the MCU. You know what I'm saying? I get this is what they're going for, but still, it is objectively a different universe with different scaling and different physics. But on a meta level, this shit is really silly. And I
You're
also
a
don't know where
physics.
Peter's spider sense be at some points. Like, for example, with the Daredevil fight scene, he gets no warning about Daredevil's Billy Club knocking him out, or in the two...
This is the sign of incompetent writers when Spider-Man's spider sense just decides to take a vacation.
That's what I'm kind
Hey,
of.
he
I'm
can
trying to
handle
focus more on my Spider-Man spider sense, so it has a consistent way of going off. Because I also have to take into consideration: will it go off when friends are doing things? Like, will it go off is like if his roommate throws a pen at him or something? Like what? Like I have to think about the limitations of the spider sense because it's still going to go off if he's in danger, but I don't want to fall into like this weird slack where there are times where it seems like it takes a fucking hiatus.
It's just bad, inconsistent writing. Why is that so hard for Colin to understand? Because he's Colin. This is the same guy who can't get a job, by the way, and had to beg his audience for money so he could fix his Camaro. Which, by the way, F you, Colin, for ruining a perfectly good Camaro. I love that car.
Oh,
you
yeah,
love it so much when you're married.
Bro gets no warning right before getting stabbed, and he gets no warning when Scorpion drops the rubble on him in Tombstone. Like, Tombstone reacts to it falling before he does. But I mean,
don't know
overall,
how
I don't really
the
think this
spider
is much...
sense works exactly, but I feel like a lot of like predictive kind of powers, they work only as long as the person is like thinking ahead. So if they're totally unpredictable, then they can kind of like catch it by surprise, be like, I'm not going to stab you until I'm going to stab you. And it's on
Well, that's
pure
the
instinct.
thing. The spider sense, like,
the spider sense reacts
it goes
when
off
Peter's in danger.
unconsciously. It goes off subconsciously. Like it's always going to be active.
It's not
Well-
something Peter can necessarily control.
Right, but is it like a slight future projection, or is it
it's
like
kinda like an
reading the
early
minds of
warning
everybody
system.
around?
It's an early warning.
Okay,
Like,
because
for example, if you're gonna throw a punch at him, like his spider sense will warn you, "Hey, something's about to hit you," and he has to move.
right, but what I mean is like some other like predictive powers that I'm thinking of have been beaten by like somebody just being not having any forethought. So there's nothing for the thing to like catch on to, where it's like,
Basically,
so it's like he
best
can't
way to
predict
beat-
it?
Basically, the best way to beat spider sense is overwhelming it.
Or just being invisible to it like Venom is.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of exactly what I'm thinking of, where it's like, you know, oh yeah, I think it was just like a mind reader guy, where it was like, you know, oh, like I see that you're gonna, but then some people just like thought so chaotically that they weren't able to predict their movements because it was like, I'm not thinking about punching you until I'm already punching you. And so like it threw off their predictive power because they were like, oh, I like he wasn't thinking about it, so I couldn't detect it early or whatever. So I didn't know like how spider sense worked, if it was like just a future like projection, or if it was like reading elements around it and saying like, oh, this is going to happen because this person is thinking this.
Of an issue in the show. There's just a few moments that I think are a little goofy. And before I start talking about the stuff I like, let me just say the last few things that I don't like. The first one is probably the dumbest thing in the show. The way Harry finds out Peter's identity is so fucking stupid. Like, Peter could easily see two people in the room before walking in, and they have him stupidly take his mask off and act...
What?
Yeah,
They're not even behind a
that's,
wall or anything. What the fuck?
That's what happens in the show.
They're not behind.
Like he just blindly walks in.
Oh my god!
Doesn't notice Harry. when
Okay,
he's walking.
okay. Here's the thing: Ultimate Spider-Man, the original. You know, he did have a bunch of people figure out who he was, but it was like he at least made an effort to hide his identity. I mean, what was even funnier was like there's a point where he just rants and says his name out loud after he finds out the X-Men unmask him, and they're like, "Actually, we didn't know your name."
Dude, that is possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen Spider-Man do.
For sure.
Personally, I mean, it's probably slightly less dumb than, you know, sell your marriage to save your old aunt who's probably just a few days away from the grave anyway.
Yeah, true.
Personally, I always found that Spider-Man has an inconsistency problem. Spider-Sense just works when it feels like it. Spider-Man humiliates Electro easily, but Hammerhead gives him a hard time.
Yeah,
well, the
that's
thing is,
like-
Electro's an idiot.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I have an issue. Like, I don't like sometimes when it's inconsistent. Like, obvious moments when the spider sense should be going off, it doesn't. And it gives us a cheap moment for him to get caught off guard.
As though he didn't see him. Like, what, bro? I also don't know why Norman didn't let Peter know.
Venom cannot be detected by the spider sense, though, right?
No.
Yeah.
Because Peter wore the suit.
If Peter bonded with the symbiote and it latched onto somebody else, that symbiote basically gives the wearer a basically thing of protection around them, so the spider sense can't detect it.
Making him one of Spider-Man's more deadly threats.
Well, anyway, guys.
That Harry was
going.
See you, Wolfscar.
See ya.
And then there were 3. We got to get through this video, and then we got to cover Insomniac. Ah, shoot. We probably won't be able to cover Caboose tonight. We'll have to cover him next week.
Yeah, I might actually head to bed in a bit, too, because I got to get up early, like, in about 2 fucking hours.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be there.
Okay, so we'll probably cover the rest of Colin tomorrow. I mean, next week. So, okay. Here's what I mean when I say the Wolverine game is dead on arrival. The writer of LGBT novels for black teenagers is the lead screenwriter for Wolverine. She was the same one who ruined the story of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. Fuck this.
Yep. I told you. Game's dead.
Couldn't even get somebody that
Yasin.
wrote that is like actually involved in comics. They got, you know what? It's too
It will
late for
be
this bullshit.
fine. Come on.
Yasin, welcome to the stream, man. But yeah, I told you this. Oh, and to make things better, and by better I mean worse. Let me find the clip. Ah, found it. It was literally right here. Okay, and to make things even worse.
Oh, I've seen this. Why is he just letting himself get captured?
And then he gets saved by Reptile Lady.
Mystique.
He looks fucking horrible. Yeah, why is he just standing there doing nothing?
Why does she have, like,
You're Wolverine, man!
Help her!
She's got like weird tactical armor on.
It's even worse if
they're on a
Wolverine, because it's
fucking
like
stealth mission.
Wolverine is supposed to be really, really old, and regenerative abilities. So it's like, get up and help her. Move your ass.
Ah, my knees. Oh.
They actually gave us Sawyerine.
I don't get it. If Mystique is on a stealth mission, her power is
nothing.
Her power is
Like,
the shapeshift.
I get Mystique is like a very capable fighter, but there's still a bunch of people in that room. Why don't you get the fuck up and help her?
I told you guys it was gonna get bad. He only takes out the one guy that's next to him.
He just takes out the one guy that's already injured.
Okay.
About time you caught up. Where's Sabretooth?
He's sleeping off his fight with a Mega Red.
I will
Yep,
say I like his voice. I like the Wolverine voice.
And the Wolverine voice is fine, but it's going to be wasted on this terrible game. Just like how Yuri Lowenthal is just wasted on bad Spider-Man games.
Yeah, if they actually gave him better voice direction and actually got him to be a mature Spider-Man, his version of Spider-Man would be so much better.
They did
Like,
make
the
him do
first
that.
game.
They were like, "Hey, I'm 24. Time to retire. You're better than I've ever been, Miles. Bye-bye."
Right.
Yeah, I'm 26.
Okay, so I think
according to Insomniac standards, I'm fucking washed.
speaking of Insomniac standards, we'll cover it next week. But I caught people trying to defend Marvel Spider-Man 2 as a result.
Yeah,
It got a huge boost from Brand New Day.
it's a toxic positivity problem.
we'll cover it next week because I can definitely tell you two are about to crash out. So if you guys liked what you saw here today, please remember to like, subscribe. Links to ArachnidYouth, JohnGetsGaming, and IronInquisitor's channels are in the description below, as well as a link to my X account. And if you are feeling like hanging out with the rest of us in my Discord server, there's a link to that too. And until next time, guys, always remember to be awesome. See you guys.